Hello, GDQ Hotfix enjoyers. Welcome to Parallel Universe, the show about community-created content. I'm Helix. The show is all about things such as mods and fan games, things of that nature. Even randomizers and bingo you will see on this show sometimes. And for, I believe, the second or third time, I have some Super Mario 64 mods prepared for you. And speaking of the second time, speaking of returning games, I have a returning runner, Andrew SM64. I can't speak today, can I? Andrew SM64 has been on the show before a couple of years ago, running another Mario 64 project. So, Andrew, how you doing? Welcome back.
I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I'm Andrew. I'm a Mario 64 fan game speedrunner. I've been doing so for the past 10 or so years. And yeah, we're going to be running Transcending the Rainbow today, which is a Kaizo mod of Mario 64. A super Kaizo, actually. Really hard one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm joined here by my good friend King Toad as well in the call.
Hello, I'm King Toad. I basically do the same things Andrew does. You know,
Okay.
big,
Well, hey, fair enough. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, awesome. All right, yeah, I'm excited to get started. We get to do the countdown then?
Absolutely, whenever you're ready.
Awesome. All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go! Never mind, it didn't reset. Okay, go! All right.
Good luck.
Thanks so much. All right, so Transcending the Rainbow. This is a Kaizo mod of Mario 64, as I said. If you are familiar with Parallel Universe, if you saw me and my good friend Bigfoot do Parallel Universe before, my friend Bigfoot touched me. He did Mario 74 Extreme Edition at this event, and that's an iconic one. It's a hard Kaizo mod for sure. This one's probably 5 times harder. Like, this run at least, this category.
I would agree. I mean, I've run Extreme Edition a lot.
Yeah, you're a little familiar with it, you know. You got slightly.
But yeah, no, this is a super Kaizo, so it's not just Kaizo, it's a level above that.
It's kind of an ambiguous term, like the super Kaizo versus Kaizo thing, but you know, like once you realize like, oh, we're getting a step up from like the usual Kaizo mods, then yeah, we're getting crazy with it. So yeah, this is Transcending the Rainbow. This is we know these as like binary mods, so like this is basically just vanilla physics. It's not going to be too much like custom coding or like anything crazy like that, as you may have seen with the decomp projects in the past with other Mario 64 mods. But yeah, so this is basically the same movement in physics.
I believe last time you ran Beyond the Cursed Mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which had more custom stuff because that was a decomp mod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going full just regular Mario 64 physics, pure movement, pure just regular gameplay. I'd say regular, but you know, if you're familiar with Mario 64 speedruns, like this is going to be quite different. So yeah, just a couple things. This is 80 star. This category is basically the equivalent of 70 star in the original. It's like any % intended star count, basically. So this game has 182 stars in total. But we're not going to even be getting close to that because near the end of this game, hopefully I'll be able to show some of it off at the end, but like the third overworld in this game is ridiculous and just, yeah, no one's done the 182 star run and it probably won't happen for a long time just because this game is just that insanely difficult. Yeah, I'll try to also bring up the music throughout as well because this game is a pretty fun soundtrack. A lot of like Vocaloid, a lot of like random sources that like you wouldn't see in other Mario 64 mods. Like, I'm pretty sure this Metal Cap song is like a System of the Down song. I have the list up just in case.
Yeah, I knew this mod got very difficult. I didn't realize it got that difficult. That's good to know.
It gets pretty crazy. I'm not gonna get too much of this. We got like a tier system for like hardest stars in Kaizo mods, and like this is like it's like the hardest stars in this are up there. That's like some of the hardest. They're in the top 50 or so probably. So yeah, it gets difficult. But yeah, we're in the Metal Cap level right now. Yeah, we got basically the beginning of this run is like 3 cap levels in a row. They're kind of just the tutorial stages. A lot of this lava bouncing right here. If you have the Metal Cap, you can bounce on lava without any repercussions. You don't really see that in the original much, but yeah, it is some little like fun quirk that they put in the code, but is never really used. It's used a lot here.
Yeah, I think I've seen this mechanic in other mods mostly, but not ever to this extent, I don't think.
Yeah, we'll be seeing it a lot throughout. Like, this is kind of like the tutorial stage, so.
Right.
The first, like, 3 or so stages are mostly tutorial, but. Yeah,
what better way to get warmed up to the game than getting all the caps and some lighter challenges. You know.
Well, and I appreciate how this isn't even exclusive to Mario 64. Mods for almost every game, like to innovate on the concepts that are introduced in the base game. So,
exactly, yeah.
Some more a lighter section is always good to teach the player those innovations.
This is a much more recent Kaizo mod. This came out in early 2025. Shout out to the creator, my good friend Sirium. He's a great friend of mine. But yeah, and a great creator as well. But yeah, this is like kind of a newer Kaizo mods, like compared to a lot of the other ones. So it's been able to like take a lot of like the innovations and just like kind of Kaizo design principles that have been seen in a lot of the older ones, and just been able to refine it. And kind of makes it one of my favorites, if not my favorite mod, especially at this difficulty. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Very, very refined, very polished, despite the difficulty.
I would say, yeah, it's one of my favorite Kaizo mods from recent memory. I mean, obviously, I'll still have a softer spot for the older ones.
Yeah.
Because,
for the record, his name on Twitch is King Toad 74 Extreme Editions. But yeah, so we're going to be getting 6 stars here. And most of the levels, we're not going to be getting the red coin stars. The red coin stars are pretty much always just like go around the level and just like do like kind of mini challenges and such. So we're not going to be getting a lot of those just because they take so long kind of to like do the routing here. This is a fun little gimmick right here, the lava tunnel. If you know Super Mario Treasure Worlds, if you know anything about Kaizo, you've heard of Treasure World and how it introduced that little gimmick right there. If you hit the walls, you're just dead because you just get stuck up there. It just keeps bouncing over and over. Yeah, you're gonna be getting these secrets right here. These secret objects are the same as the ones you see in Wet Dry World in the original, but they're actually visible, which is good. Oh, bonk.
Hey, at least you don't die.
Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of dying, everyone guessed the death count. The death count could be anywhere between 20 and 70, depending on how I play, so... Probably in the higher end, we will see.
Not often you hear a speedrunner say, yeah, I will die at least 20 times.
that is just how this run is. Like, I've been able to optimize this a lot more recently, which is nice. I've been able to take my time down to a 212, which is pretty fun. And that run probably has still had like 30 deaths. Like, it is crazy just how difficult this is and how many deaths are just expected. So, well, we'll be counting them, but whoever gets the closest gets bragging rights, a cookie, whatever, pat on the back, all that good stuff.
I also just remembered you told me to count the death.
I haven't died yet, don't worry. So we're good now.
Okay.
We're good. Hopefully I don't die that much in these cap stages. Maybe in win cap I've been having issues with lately. Oops. Or it could be vanish cap, apparently. But yeah, vanish cap level.
Fine.
You come down here to hit the vanish cap switch and get this little secret here. The wires. Shadow wires. Wireless device. Looks inside. Wires. Go. Now I just have to get out of this area. That right there is a good time to discuss like the different kinds of slopes. We're gonna see a lot of slopes throughout this run. Some slippery, some not, some super steep, some less steep. Yeah, a lot of slopes, all wall kicks. That's kind of the name of the game with a lot of these Kaizos. Like
wall kicks will in fact work.
I mean, they kind of have to for these Kaizo mods.
Yeah, that's a lot of the gimmick a lot of the time.
A lot of wall kicking, because it's a pretty short window. You get 5 frames, I believe.
Yeah, 5 frames to wall kick. So yeah, it's like by default, and then like you put them into like precise kind of scenarios, with a bunch of angle changing and stuff like that. And then by then, it's like, a lot of it at that point is just like memory and also just execution. The fun little gimmick here, these you might see these like more darker blue textures on the floor. Those are death floors. So death floors, it's something you'll basically never see in the original or most other mods, but if you go over them, you'll instantly die. So you might see me like traverse like throughout the try to get into this level like kind of very carefully. That's because if I went over any of those textures, you just instantly die. So kind of a little interesting gimmick there. And something you can do a lot with.
It's also a pretty clever design because to even get to the level in the first place, you need to engage with the main gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Might see that little snippet down there. It's actually Heath-O. Don't ask. Sometimes you gotta mess with the enemies a little bit for fun. Yeah, we've got a advanced cap level. This one's pretty chill. Again, nice tutorial of like these little death floors. And also just advanced cap in general, like its ability to go through grades and such, so. Yeah, mostly chill here. You are the fastest speedrunner ever. Alright, yeah, we got a little advanced cap run here. Nice little paths in this game. You have a little timer down there telling you actually how long the cap goes for.
Oh, that's what that's about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, a couple of fun HUD elements. I mean, obviously the stars and the coins. You'll see the red coin counter at the top left. That's just like, it's showing how many coins you have, and like 8 is like when it spawns the star. But the thing is, like, it's kind of weird, so it goes into the negatives. So if there's 9 red coins in the level, it'll be -1 on the counter. So a little silly. Yeah, here's a little fun start here with the shell. You gotta avoid the death floors, but also you gotta avoid these chuckias, because if they grab you, then you'll get out of the shell and throw you to the death floor. And then we have these boxes here, which if you're on top of the boxes, it cancels out the death floor. But if you jump, if I like was to jump over one of those boxes, it like kind of despawns the box's collision, and then the death floor is like, oh wait, Mario's there, and then it just kills you. So you need to make sure to not jump.
I will say for that star you just got, you can do some precise movement with the shell at the very end to get the star while the death animation is playing.
Yeah, that's called.
It's very tight.
That one's very tight. It's called a Death Star grab, and it's actually intended for this star here, so I'm going to show it right here. Yeah, Death Star grab.
I assume we count this death in the...
No, don't count intentional deaths. So.
Okay, no, never mind.
There we go. So yeah, I just died while grabbing the star. But it still grabbed it, so that's not something you can do in the original. Like normally, like it just doesn't let you do that. But like with the death floors right there, it's a little funny thing you can do.
So fast, yeah. You don't go through the whole animation after exiting the
Yeah, exactly. That's why it saves time usually. Like you see, if you watch the task at the last SGDQ, you might have seen a lot of Death Star grabs. So. And that is the reason why, because I just skipped the cutscene basically.
Kind of like the Hazy Maze Cave star grabs.
You saw me do a pause buffer there. You might see me do that throughout the run, just because like for safety and just like because sometimes I want to get like a first frame wall kick, and that's a lot easier to do if you like pause to like make sure you get it. Yeah, I just went over the death floor there.
Yeah, I mean, it goes faster.
Yeah, so like obviously the pause buffering, like, oh no, you lost like a quarter of a second, but you would lose a minute if you died, so it's worth the trade-off usually for the most part. Alright, the third of the little tutorial wing cap levels, tutorial cap levels rather. This is the wing cap. Oh, nice grandpa. Alright, we have two deaths, yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fun gimmicks here, but also this is the hardest of the cap levels and the one I usually have the most trouble with in runs, so we might end up seeing our first deaths here, but we'll see. It'd be nice if not. We're gonna be going up this way to get the cap itself. Little cool gimmick here. If you slide kick onto quicksand or like do like a little butt bounce onto quicksand, for a second, like it doesn't realize you're on quicksand, so you can just like bounce on it and it won't kill you. There we go. We're gonna have to open up.
Yeah, don't forget to open the cannon.
Yeah, definitely don't forget to open the cannon. I've made that mistake before. And then you have to, you have to kill 3 birds with 1 stone here. Yeah, open the cannon, hit the cap switch, and then also get the star. So. Okay.
To be fair, I think it's physically impossible to get the star and not press the cap switch.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's possible to get the cap switch and not get the star, and then you don't get the text box skip.
Yeah.
That wastes time, and that's upsetting. Alright, I'm gonna be trying a little strat here to skip some wall kicks. Tough one, so I might die to it. You have to kind of get a weird angle and weird straining. There we go.
Nice.
Very weird wall kick sequence there.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, definitely not over yet, just because the rest of the stars here. Gonna dive, roll out onto the switch. No! Okay. Unlucky.
Didn't have enough momentum out of the rollout.
Yeah. That was a little bit of weird spacing there, so you couldn't really do much about that.
All right.
First actual
Number one. Count him.
1. Don't count out loud, it'll make me upset. No. Yeah, doing these little like dive grinds off the slopes here to kind of cancel the dive and then go back into a wall kick state. This game has like a fun patch here. So like usually when you're doing like those kind of like butt bounce, like slope jumps, basically, there's usually like a 5-frame like cooldown where like if you press A, nothing happens. So you need to like wait those 5 frames to press A. This game has like a little patch where if you press A in that 5-frame window, then he'll just jump on the first frame. So it's a nice little like quality of life feature. It's basically like buffering slope jumps, and it just makes the game feel a lot more like fair. Just because there's no like actual visual indicator as to like, hey, you're able to jump now, you know. So. Yeah, this is
Wingcap Reds. This store is really cool, but also very hard.
yeah, this is a tough one. So yeah, this is the only red point star we'll be doing in the run, just because the reds are all like in one area. That's pretty easy to do, but it's also just hard. Like, pretty easy to justify being in the route. We're actually gonna skip this little wall kick section there. Those like overlap floors are basically like warp floors, and basically just like one pushes you into the other, so it's just kind of a warp kind of system. And then right here we're gonna be doing a fun little strat. This is called a C upslide. Basically, if you go into first-person view as you're going on like a slope like this, it's slippery, then you get a bunch of speed, and you can chain that into a hyper jump. So I was able to do so right there. Play that safe.
I'm sure for anybody that's seen speedruns of the original game, that's kind of what they do for crack slide.
Oh yeah, crack slide, and also
For 1 star.
also in HMC for the Rolling Rock Star, they do that as well. So
Yeah, that too. The
GTM slide, yeah. All right, nice. So that one can usually go quite badly, so I was able to get that. Big shout out to Solega in this chat, and also Coney, 2 fellow runners of this game. Both have found a lot of strats and a lot of fun stuff. Well, it's Solega more than Coney. And also shout out to Grunk as well. I wonder if he'll show up, but yeah, Grunk has also found so many fun strats in this game.
And Grunk, I believe, has a record in 0 star.
Yeah.
Like I took it back.
Yeah, I think he still has a record. Gonna be doing another little skip here to kind of skip this wall kick section through some well-angled wall kicks. Just pausing there just to kind of ensure, hey, I'm actually going to ledge grab right, or am I going to wall kick? It's very hard to tell with this, because Mario 64 is a very weird game, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just looks like it's going to be right, and then it's just not, just due to momentum and such. So it's a weird difference between like 2D and 3D Kaizo. I'm sure, like, if you're familiar with GDQ stuff, you're familiar with SMW Kaizo and like the other GD games Kaizo. 3D Kaizo is a much more untapped genre in that sense. Do another little strat here. Normally you have to like do some platforming to get over here, but you can do a pretty precise cannon shot. There we go. You gotta make sure you get the lineup right. There we go. Nice. It's really hard to do like precise little adjustments of the camera. It's not something you like normally have to do, especially in the original. Gonna be getting the secrets here. Just gonna backflip here to activate this fire spitter. There we go. Good one. You've gotta collect all the wires, shadow wires. Sometimes you gotta add
the wires for my wireless device.
What's some thought wires? Sometimes you gotta add some funny cats to your game, you know.
I think it helps morale.
Yeah, right. I feel safe. The game is hard, but at least there's a funny cat, so it's fine. I'm gonna pause buffer there.
Exactly.
The collision there is a little weird. It is really hard to make Mario 64 collision work well, just because like you're basically modeling this in a 3D, like whatever Blender or SketchUp or just any program like that. So converting that to Mario 64 physics and just level design it can get buggy for sure. But there's not that many like bad collision spots or invisible walls in this game in particular, but it's common. It's something you'll see if you play Mario 64 mods.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, eventually we figured out more how collision works in Mario 64.
Yeah.
It's still hard to avoid having bad collision in some places.
Shout out Pancoke 2012 for the just amazing videos and content and just like, hey, this is how walls work, you know? And it's just like 3 hours of how walls work because they're that complicated. Yeah, try a new little fun strat here. Just skip a small platforming section there. There we go. Nice. Frank found that like yesterday.
It's a very new strat, fresh out the oven.
I also did a little chuck it clip there, which is just a fun little effect. Basically, like if you throw a chuck it, it like pushes you back a pretty significant amount, and if the wall you're just like standing next to is like parallel is thin, then it'll just push you right through it. You can see that with bombs as well. There's a couple other things you can do that with: bomb clips, chuck it clips, etc. All right, last star here. We got some wind. Everyone loves wind. So name one person that doesn't like wind in Mario 64. It's really just great. I love wind. It's gonna kill me. Okay, pretty.
Somebody who ran Stars of the Beast, I obviously love wind.
I love wind. I love wind. It's so fun. It's a great gimmick.
You know, for reference, Stars of the Beast is another Kaiser mod of Mario 64.
Less good than
you know, easier than this one.
easier,
also
but not as good.
Good.
Not as good.
I mean, you know, quality is subjective, but it's not great.
No.
I mean, we're not here to.
Yeah. Regardless, yeah. So those are the 3 cap stages. We're basically out of the tutorial of the game now. We're gonna go to the first actual course. So yeah, course 1. How this run works is basically we're going through 2 of the game's 3 overworlds basically. Like the V3 Bowser 3 is actually let me do this there because I didn't explain that one later. Bowser 3 is like in overworld 2 for some reason, and like beating that means you beat the game. So basically overworld 3 is kind of post-game content. So we don't need to go there for this run, and that's because all the stars there are like super hard. And because whatever beating the game is, it's basically just finishing the second overworld. So we're only going to be doing 10 main courses out of the 15 in this game. But hopefully I'll be able to show those off at the end. But yeah, a lot more just kind of like tutorial, easier stars. I've not been keeping up with my splits, I just completely forget. Yeah, the OST in this game is quite fun. If you recognize some songs, then feel free to point them out. I think this one is like some anime song. There's a lot of anime songs in this. There's a song later that's literally just the Chainsaw Man opening. So yeah, a couple things to explain here. These custom wall types right here, those ones there are firsty walls. So firsty is just like a first frame wall kick, and basically it keeps your speed. Like if you wall kick on the first frame, it keeps your speed going into that wall kick going out. So you can get a lot more speed coming out of those. And those firsty walls are a custom collision type that basically you can wall kick on any frame, you'll still get that firsty speed. So we'll see a couple of those throughout the run, as well as the 90-degree walls, which we'll get into. But yeah, and the reason I mentioned that is what I did there is a speed star, and the speed stars in this game actually replace the 100 coin stars because no one likes 100 coin stars. Yeah, for Kaizo, it's like very nice to not have to collect 100 coins each level. But yeah, so those speed stars right there are just basically small speed challenges, usually taking advantage of those wall types. Each main course has one of them, and if you die in them, you actually like don't get sent out of the level fully. You just get sent back to the beginning of the speed star, just because it's like so precise. So yeah, those are usually a good idea.
You got that secret.
Yeah, right. I barely got that. So yeah, we're going to be doing all of them throughout the run, just because they're just a good choice, you know. Because if you die, it's not as punishing, and also they're fun, you know, and also they're usually fast. So we'll be doing all those, which is cool because they're my favorite stars in the game. Those ones are super fun.
For sure.
Something else we're using right here is there are 2 camera types in this game. The original is Mario Cam and Lakitu Cam, right? Mach 2 cam, like usually it like doesn't work super well except for in the Bowser levels, so where it's like kind of a parallel like 8-directional camera. So most modern Mario 64 ROMs, or Mario 64 mods rather, they use this like parallel camera, and they use it with D-pad cam. So it's this 8-directional camera, but also if you tap the D-pad, then you're able to like do small adjustments to the camera, and that's super useful because you can just like set up really precise angles, and it's really useful in Kaizo, and it's basically the standard at this point in Kaizo mods.
I mean, yeah, it's it's kind of to the point where it's kind of a minus if your hack doesn't have
Basically
parallel electric cam.
That's not even just a Kaizo thing, just like any mod. It's like why a lot of people like try to make like a custom camera, and then it's just like is worse, and like just use this one. It's just perfect, right? It is absolutely just perfect.
Obviously you want parallel electric cam.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just a very nice thing to have. So yeah, we're gonna begin in a lot of Overworld 1. We're getting like most stars except red coins, because just red coins are just that much longer. And also, since only Overworld 1 and 2 are available, like routing wise, you basically need to get 80 out of like 120 stars. So you can only skip like 40 or so, which just means like
and minus Bowser 3.
Yeah, minus Bowser 3, so it's probably like 117.
So 116.
116. Yeah, that bad.
And I would assume that, you know, the first area is going to be at least relatively easier than this one. And so
easiest
it's probably worthwhile to go for more for that reason too. Am I correct?
Yeah, for sure. The easiest and the fastest, so we're doing a lot in Overworld 1 and less so in Overworld 2, but still we do a lot of fun and hard ones in Overworld 2 that we will get to. Fun little enemy bounce there, by the way. Enemy bounces is a fun little gimmick, but we'll see a little bit in this game, not like as much as some other Kaidos, but... Wall kick. Yeah, what you're seeing now is most of the easier stuff in this game. Like, stuff will get much harder throughout the second Overworld, and if I'm able to showcase some of the third Overworld, then way harder.
I mean, yeah, each Overworld kind of bumps up the difficulty by itself, and I mean, you know, it usually stays pretty consistent with whatever, like however difficult the previous Overworld got. You know,
pretty consistent difficulty curve throughout this game, which is something a lot of Kaizos like aren't able to perfect. You know, just like making it so course 3 isn't harder than course 12 or whatever. You know, like
Night of Doom.
I should mention also some of like the inspirations and references in this game. There's a lot of like inspirations from other Kaizos, particularly ones made from the Japanese community. So like this level in particular is very much a reference to Course 1 in Treasure World Dream Edition, which is infamously just the hardest hack ever beaten. So, shout out to M6. Oh my god, can we get a crouch buffer? Shout out to M6, the first person to beat that game. He also made a guest level in this game, which hopefully I can show off later. But yeah, this game was made primarily by Sirium in the chat, but M6 also made a fun guest level.
It is in Overworld 3, so we won't get to see it during the run.
Yeah.
I might get to see it after.
Yeah, post-run content. Alright, triple jump there into this lava bounce. It starts a little scary. Got a D-pad a little bit here. Triple jump. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, you don't want to ledge grab those because, you know, quicksands, instant death. Sad. Upsetting. Losing time. Not good.
Yeah, I believe that is it for Course 1.
Yep. That's all. We're going to be going into Course 2. Yeah, again, these all kind of feel like tutorial levels in a sense, but like once you get to like Course 3, it starts to get like, oh wow, this is starting to use these gimmicks in a more difficult way. Fun little guy here. Oh shoot.
Funny that you say these feel like tutorial levels. Meanwhile, I'm just like astonished watching this.
I mean, yeah, it's a tutorial for us.
The tutorial if you played a lot of Kaizo, but you know, if you're just starting out, like you could be able to beat some of these maybe, but yeah, I would recommend other easier mods to start
I mean,
out.
I'll admit I'm not very good at this game, so but it's for lack of practice.
Entering this level, I did a little fun strat that was just long jumping through the gate, like 'cause that gate just does not have that good of collision. It's pretty funny.
I mean, yeah, it avoids the animation of opening the star door because it's an 8-star door, and usually the way doors work in Mario 64, if they're linked to a certain star amount, specifically the ones from the original game, you'll get a little animation of opening the door. But if a door is like 12 stars, then you'll just open it when you have 12 stars. It won't play an animation, which is really weird that it does that. But
it's a weird little hard-coded thing. It's like, okay, I guess we have to deal with it. Whatever. But yeah, put a fun little door skip there. Shout out to Grunk and Zolega for the 0-star runners for looking into that. Yeah, course 2, Trepidation Mansion. This one's, again, one of the easier levels, but there's some stuff. There are a couple stars that mess me up a little bit. Namely, this one. This one likes to get me good. Especially this jump right here. This little scuttlebug here likes to knock you off. So this should be fine. Yeah. Ooh! Okay, we're good. There we go. And yeah, I used the pop flipper again there. That was just kind of like, make sure I got that. I did that last run too. Just missing that kick is annoying death. Alright, I think that's the second.
Yeah. Second death, yeah. You want to be careful when you try to kick in the air like this, because if you just have the tiniest amount of speed too much, you'll dive instead, and that's bad.
Yeah, there's a very fine line between diving and kicking when you're in the air. And not many are able to master that little slight difference, you know? Like sometimes it just messes you up.
I remember that even from my time just playing casually.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna kick here, and then it's like, nope, dive.
Momentum is a big part of this game's moveset. Like, you really need to get used to the momentum. It's the same thing with wall kicks. You won't be able to wall kick off a wall unless you're going fast enough.
Here we go. Yeah, we play Guess the Deaths. Guess your deaths. Someone will get close, sure. Yeah, not as much in these levels, but later on, if we get to courses 6 and 7, say like in courses 6, 7, I do it once. If we get to like those levels, we will be having a lot more depth. So yeah, getting over to the star right here. Here's an example of the 45 or 90 degree walls. So basically, you can go at these walls with any angle, and you'll still be able to wall kick. And we'll see that more in Speed Star in this level, which is a tough one. But
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say the next level, especially.
Yeah, and that next level as well. We'll definitely see it in course 3. All right, you gotta be careful here. Ooh, I was a little high on that one. I thought
almost too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to be careful to not ledge grab those ledges, because you know, you're gonna want to press A for the wall kick, but if you grab the ledge, then
you're already pressing A, and it's just like, oh. However, there is a way to ledge grab quicksand, which we will be explaining later. That's a fun little gimmick that everyone loves. Name one person.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
All right, Wires has unfortunately died. Rip Wires, unfortunately. No. Yeah, Speed Star here. This is honestly one of the hardest Speed Stars in the game, which is funny because it's course 2.
Yeah, right. And it's funny because course 2 is, I would say, the easiest main course in the game. Like more so than course 1.
Nice. There we go. First try, that is very nice. But yeah, as you saw there, I was getting to those the walls at like a really weird angle that I was still able to wall kick. Kind of like a glitchy wall kick if you've seen those in the original. It looks like that sometimes, and yeah, those are really weird to get used to, but they're a lot of fun. I like that gimmick quite a bit, especially when you get used to it. But yeah, 2 more pretty easy stars here. Collect the wires. As you can tell, Wires is a big part of this game's lore, clearly. I don't even know what the lore is in this game. Like, the description of the game on the website just says, stop Bowser from transcending the rainbow, which means something, probably.
I mean, you know, it's the standard Bowser bad, go beat him.
Yeah, but Mario 64 mod lore is never usually the most intense.
And if it is, it's too intense.
Yeah, right? Well, I ran Beyond Curse Mirror like last time. Like, that was like the most intense lore. It was like this ancient eldritch god is going to destroy the world, and you must stop him, Mario, or whatever. You know, I don't know the lore in that game. I'm going to be honest. It's Majora's Mask. it's Majora's Mask.
Don't forget Great Value Spampton.
Oh, Great Value Spampton. True. That's a good one. Deltarune mentioned. First Deltarune mentioned.
Deltarune mentioned.
Hey, it had to happen.
That happened eventually, right? Oh, I fell.
Up. Walked a bit too far, man.
Yeah, I was trying to lip grab that, didn't work. There's a fun little thing with the star because the star is called like Find Mario's Grave or something, or like where Mario died or something like that. But like all the Japanese players that were playing this game like didn't like understand like the reference there, so like they just like didn't know to like find that like hidden warp there. It was funny. Yeah, Mario 64 Kaizo was very big in Japan. There are a lot of really great Japanese players and creators as well. Many of which inspired this game.
The Japanese part of the community is, you know, pretty much its own like sub community at this point.
Yeah, and some of the best players come from there. They keep pushing the genre. You know, they make the hardest stuff, and we have to deal with it. Us Westerners just suck. Alright, course 3, Dark Mossy Maze. This one, yeah, we're gonna see a lot more of those 90-degree walls. Gonna do the speed star first. Let's get out of the way. Shout out that random white block right there that was just like used for like scaling, and you just forgot to remove it. No one ever notices it, but I have to call it out every time because it's just funny, you know. It happens.
It gives it character.
Yeah, don't worry. We should give him a name. You know.
I'll go with Paul.
Oh, Paul. We can do Paul. Yeah, that works. Yeah, Dark Mossy Maze. I'll do the star over here first. Why not? Yeah, here's another example of what we saw in WinCap earlier, where you can just like bounce off the quicksands for at least like the first bounce or two, and then the game will realize, wait, that's quicksand. We can't do that. And then there we go.
Yeah, if you go on quicksand from a butt slide or a slide kick, you'll be able to bounce on it once, which is you know, pretty helpful.
Yeah, it's nice to have. You can make some cool stuff with it. Yeah, you gotta be careful there, so not let grab that quicksand, and also to not hit these lava walls right here.
So yeah, that's another thing that these Kaizo games like doing is, you know, different elevations for wall kicks.
Yeah, for sure. Like just kind of like height control. You see a lot of that, like height control in general. Height control and angle control.
That Goomba was tracking you down through the door.
Wait, I want to come. I want stars. Yeah, here we go. This is one of my favorite examples of the 90-degree walls in the game. The star is literally called Mario Meets Titanfall, which like I haven't played Titanfall, but I have to assume it's something like this.
Oh, this is sick. So, okay. As someone who has seen Titanfall speedrunning, I totally understand the reference here.
I'm glad.
It's actually really clever.
Yeah, that's a fun one right there. Like, it's to the point where like you kind of like need to like realize like the kind of transition between one wall and another. Like it's just kind of the seam and like where to wall kick in that seam.
It is pretty similar to wall running, yeah.
Yeah,
as Sergey said.
It's coming again. Yeah, that Goomba just does that. He wants to be part of the fun.
That Goomba's your best friend.
That's he. Yeah, another first wall here. I'm gonna do secrets now, which I think is the longest star on the route, but it's so easy that like we just need to do it. There are a couple instances of that where it's like, oh, this star is like 10 seconds faster, but it has a 10% consistency, so I'm not gonna do it, you know? So
yeah.
It's like you're gonna save much more time in runs like these by just not dying than you are gonna be by like doing a 10-second faster star that you just like end up dying on anyway, you know? So
I mean, yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is with running Kaizo boss. Is just you either go for speed or consistency.
For sure, and usually the best runners value the consistency. Yeah. But you know, so yeah. Sometimes there are ones that are more optimized, like 74 Extreme Edition, for example. Like that is super optimized. Shout out to my good friend Cartoon Buffoon.
Yeah, Cartoon Buffoon and Frame Perfection. You know the EE OGs.
Kind of pioneered Kaizo speedrunning in general, as well as Frit Frat, kind of like first Kaizo player in speedrunning.
Yeah, I mean, Frit Frat did did the first ever Night of Doom 90 and 152 star runs.
Yeah, those are iconic. Those are big in 2015 or what was it, 2015 probably.
Yeah, around that time, 2015, 2016. I don't think I was around to I don't think I was around the fan game community at the time.
Yeah, I joined around 2016, so I missed the OGs, you know, but
Yeah. So like in between the old gen and new gen, you know?
for sure.
We're just the gen.
The gen. All right, gonna be doing two more fun stars here. I'll do this one first. It's kind of like a Vanish Cap run combined with these 90-degree walls. Yeah, be a
I do quite like this star. I think it's probably the one I like the most in this stage.
Yeah, I think me as well.
Just having to go fast.
Yeah, go past
using the walls like this
throughout this kind of wall kick tunnel, while also not hitting those walls there. Here we go. Miss. Yeah, this one probably expands the most on these 90-degree walls. Like you'll see them a lot throughout the run, but like they're a main gimmick in this level. Yeah, one more star here. That's probably the hardest. This one messed me up a lot. One over here. I'm gonna use D-pad a little bit to get kind of a certain angle, kind of like that. Perfect.
Oh, dude, you died like 5 times on this star last night.
Yeah, you don't have to say it. You don't have to tell the people.
Well, listen, yeah, it's fine. You got the deaths out of the way. Now you can do
Yeah, we're
this
good.
normally.
Now I just gotta demonstrate doing 5 deaths.
I was gonna say, it'll just make it more impressive when you get it.
Exactly true.
Exactly.
Go. Walk up here. And yeah, we got some time boxes along with this kind of precise long jump here that I'm going to pause buffer. I missed it. That's like a couple frame input. Like, that's a tough one for sure.
It's like 1 or 2 frames, maybe 3, depending on where you're laying.
Yeah, the pause buffer usually helps, but like sometimes it messes you up, you know? I think generally my consistency is better with the pause buffer than without, but yeah, I can still, that one can still be an issue. There's a similar long, precise long jump like that in Bowser 1, which we'll get to soon. 2 levels from now, I believe.
See, that's always like the thing with pause buffering is like, it is very helpful. It's just you really need to master it.
Yeah, it's something that's like
it is a skill that you need to acquire.
It's certainly a skill. There's some really good players that play without it. Big shouts to Morningstorm, who's top 3 Kaiser player of all time, and also doesn't pause buffer somehow, has just been crazy stuff with that pause buffering, which is kind of,
Morningstorm is insane.
which is kind of the standard in the community these days. But Morning is doing it his own way, which is awesome. All right, let's try it again. There we go.
I know I've definitely been more open to pause buffering in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's a really, it's like, I don't want to say controversial. Like at this point, it's like, you know, you do it.
I mean, yeah.
But whatever you want. It's like pause buffering's cheating. It's not really. But yeah, it's... All right.
As a monkey ball speedrunner, I've heard a lot of that myself. It's not as controversial as it used to be.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I know we want to do an ad break. Now's a good time for that. So
Yes, I was gonna say this. I believe is a good time to take our first break. If you're unfamiliar with Hotfix, we like to take some breaks during our longer runs, just to give us and also you all a chance to get up, stretch your legs, get some water, just take care of yourselves. It's important. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes with more of this awesome. Welcome back, everyone, to Parallel Universe on GDQ Hotfix. I am Helix. Let's just get right back into this awesome Mario 64 mod. I am joined by Andrew SM64, running Transcending the Rainbow. How you feeling so far?
feeling good. This is a good run so far. Only 2 unintentional deaths up to this point is usually good, but we're getting to the hard stuff, so we'll see how far that goes.
All right, well, best of luck.
All right, let's go back into it. 3, 2, 1, unpause. All right, so yeah, we just finished up course 3. Gonna go up to, you guessed it, course 4.
No way.
Oh yeah, that is
Counting?
the number that comes out.
Wait, true. Wait, you're true. Alright, you do not want to fall at this point in the overworld because it's like this overworld's kind of just like a straight line, so it's like you're falling up at this point. It's like okay, you're just basically losing a minute. Can shot over here. Going to course 4 below 0. This one's one of my probably my favorite in Overworld 1. I'd say this is just a really fun level.
I really like the atmosphere of this level.
Yeah, the aesthetics. It's level.
The atmosphere, if I say so myself.
This one I don't know if it's an intentional reference to Treasure World Dream Edition, but it really does remind me of Course 4 in that game. The similarly kind of like textured and themed level.
I definitely get the same vibe.
For sure, for sure.
Like just big snowy mountains.
So yeah, right here we're gonna have our first instance of a QSLG or a quicksand ledge grab, everyone's favorite tech. Basically, if you ledge grab a quicksand, do like a slow ledge grab, keep your stick neutral and press A, then you have 7 frames to basically do a jump. So if you do it with an A press, then it's just not gonna work. But if you do it like that without moving your stick, then you're able to like do a little quicksand ledge grab. And yeah, right there I did like a little out of bounds strat that was found by either Groink or Lega. I think it was Groink.
Yeah, it was Groink.
Yeah, that one's a fun little, just kind of bounce around the mountain to save 10 or so seconds. But yeah, QSLGs, you don't see them too often in this run, just because like at this point it's basically considered bad and not that fun kinds of design, you know. Like, yeah, 1 or 2 here and there is like fine, but like the first introduction to quicksand ledge grabs was Treasure World, which had just a long, like 5-minute long chain of them. So it's like okay, I don't know if this is fun. I'm pretty sure this just sucks.
Oh.
Like, sorry. You can expect a death or 2 in these speed stars, but what's annoying is like if you do it at the beginning, then you have to wait for the switch to come back. So,
Oh yeah, 3 deaths.
yes. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, at this point in the speed stars, you're just seeing we're like kind of combining the Percy walls and the 90-degree walls. What? I've never been that high.
Oh, too high.
You can be too high. New death. New death concept. We've invented a new death this run. Fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the previous star, the skip that you use the lava bounce for, it skips the intended way, and we actually go to a platform with a sign on it. Every level in this game has a hidden sign, which is kind of meant to, you know, either give some perspective on a level or just have a funny text box.
Yeah, it's usually just funny text box, but yeah, sometimes there's some fun signs in this game.
I think my favorite sign is probably the one in Bowser 3.
Which one was that again?
3.
3. Just 3. You mean 3?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be a reference to that one video where somebody just made a beat out of Baldi from Baldi's Basics saying 3.
3. So yeah, going up to this main path right here, I'm trying to avoid this lava and go on these like kind of sticky slopes. This is another kind of like slope type we'll see throughout the run. It's basically sticky. Just you can walk up them at any angle. Unless they're too steep, which in that case, there's a star built around that too that we'll see. It's a pretty fun one. Right here, we're gonna do another kind of like one of these slide kick things on the quicksands. Normally you're supposed to do like a frame perfect jump there, but it's frame perfect and hard, so I do it like that, and it still barely works.
I mean, yeah, that double jump was very cool.
Yeah, that I wasn't convinced it was gonna work, and I was just gonna be like, I just do it and I die. Cool, nice. But it worked out, so we're good. Yeah, I just prefer to do it like that rather than go for the frame perfect, because it is, you know, frame perfect in a 30 FPS game is like, you know, yeah, it's doable, but you know, I don't want.
Dash players do Geometry Dash do frame perfect inputs in a 240 FPS game.
Yeah, right. So,
you know?
So what are we really complaining about? You know, maybe we're just bad at video games, unfortunately. Oh my gosh! All right. If I do that, I'll just go for this star right here. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't need health for this star.
Yeah, for that one over there, you kind of do want to do like the double lava bounce, but
yeah,
this one right here. This is a fun little section inspired by Jonk's Junk, which is another one of just the hardest hacks ever made. That one has not been beaten just because the red coin star there is ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous, yeah.
It's doable.
The 100? Yeah.
Yeah, like humanly, you can do it. No one's tried just because of how hard it is. People have gotten stuck in the game, but red coins is a pipe dream currently.
I think the 100 coin star in the main level of Jonk's Junk is like number 3.
Yeah, it's like
hardest star.
Third hardest star ever, and that's just 100 coins, which is half of the red coins in the level.
Yeah.
So that's if that gives any perspective, just how hard it is.
You know, the only coins in that level are the red coins and 1 blue coin switch with 2 blue coins.
Getting half the reds in the level is their third hardest star ever collected. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The easiest ones. Right there, I also did a back football kick, which is a fun little thing. You can do it. You might have seen that if you see vanilla runs in CCM for the wall kicks will work star. You can do a back football kick, and then you're able to wall kick after a certain amount of time in the back flip animation. All right, so yeah, 2 more stars over here. We're gonna do like a little kind of cheese. Like normally there's like a path that like you have to go down that's like under this area, but you can just kind of long jump down from up here, which does save a little bit of time. More 90-degree walls. Let's do the pink mountain star first. That one's a fun 90-degree wall star. One of the biggest uses of it in the game.
Yeah.
To the point where the entire mountain is just pink 90-degree walls. We're gonna avoid that. We're gonna go down here. Yeah, it's to the point where like, oh no, how do we get over here? Point.
Yeah, this entire mountain is 90-degree walls, so you kind of have to be careful when you go around walls like over there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
you can
accidentally bonk
like
very
this.
easily.
I mean, here obviously it's just the whole
Here it's
whole gimmick is just using the walls.
It's really hard to see there, so I do a pulse buffer, just like make sure I'm like, hey, did I get that wall kick? Like, I really can't tell. It is extremely difficult still. Yeah, right
There have
here.
been quite a few very difficult camera angles I've noticed.
That is something you have to kind of master if you're doing these Kaizos, is just camera management and just like, what is the optimal camera angle for this jump? So it's like you're controlling 2 characters, right? You're controlling Mario and you're controlling the camera, and you have to really pay attention to both kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting thing with 3D Kaizo that it's just not something you would ever think of with like Mario World or I Want to Be the Guy or whatever, you know, stuff like that.
And you know, in Mario World they have L and R scrolling with the camera.
Oh yeah, that's
which
true.
I believe is used sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but obviously not as intense, but you know. Like I usually end up having to do like a claw grip to like hit the C stick on my controller. Alright, 2 lob bounces up here. We got 1 more star in this level. A pretty basic platforming star over here. I say basic, but like, obviously if you've never seen Kaizo before, this is far from basic.
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of like hole wall kicks. So that's something you'll see in Kaizos a lot. Just like wall kicking inside of holes and just like trying to like be able to like see.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's kind of just muscle memory if you practice that section enough, or if you're somehow able to like have some intuition as to where Mario is. That was a little stuff. Just these little little platform.
I feel like you jumped a bit far from that platform.
Yeah. There's also mentioned the crouch buffers I do sometimes. Those are just like to get like a long jump. Like normally, it's kind of an element of RNG to like when you just start holding a direction. Oh, okay, I'm alive. Okay, that's fine. All right, new mistake and new save, I suppose. Yeah, there's like an element of RNG to like how fast Mario is gonna go as soon as you hold a direction. There are a couple ways to like kind of buffer that to where like, oh, I'm 100% sure this is the speed I'm gonna get. One of those is a Z press to kind of like get Mario to max speed as fast as possible. Not as fast as possible, but as consistently as possible. You can also do that with a kick. Sometimes pause buffers help with that as well.
I just like to personally shout out that Goomba in particular on that platform.
Yeah, right. that Goomba can kill me. Don't go down there. Where am I going? Nope. I almost went course 5.
No, we're going to course 5 after.
Ah, dang it. I don't like course 5. Anyway.
Because now we're going to Bowser 1.
You won.
So obviously the hardest level in the first overworld.
Yeah, this one's... A lot of people stop their playthroughs here just because the red coins here are quite difficult. Like, Overworld 1, for most Kaizo players, like, just like... Even like, I guess, beginner Kaizo players, you can be able to, like, get some good progress in Overworld 1 in this game. Once you get to this level, it's gonna start slowing down.
Yeah.
So we will see.
I mean, you know...
What else here?
I would describe this level as like, you know, the test whether you're ready for the next overworld or not.
Exactly, yeah, definitely. Right there, I did like a little long jump onto that slope. Remember, I kind of clipped up onto it, and that skipped this entire room basically. So really fun little strat that I found recently.
Death by Glamour in the Mario 64 sound font is... Oh. Yeah, I was saying Death by Glamour in the Mario 64 sound font is giving me life. That's great.
Yeah, this is great for it. There's a couple of songs in this game.
Mario 64 modders really like Undertale music.
Yeah, there's a lot of Undertale.
A lot of people in general really like Undertale music, to be fair.
Yeah, Undertale's the best.
Including myself.
I mean, listen, I kind of have to like these songs. I mean, you know, I would have always liked them, but you know, I've got the Deltarune bug since
number one Deltarune fan.
Back when chapters 3 and 4 got announced at the Switch 2 Direct.
That's real.
Sadly, there's no Deltarune music in this game. Mostly Undertale.
I've had a Deltarune profile picture on Discord since I played chapter 5, so I understand.
There we go.
Nice, precise jumps.
Yeah, very, very precise ones there. Same here. I do a QSLD here just for safety. You can like wall kick up to the top there, but it can be a little weird. And more death floors. We gotta wall kick around these. I don't know why those Goombas are there. They do nothing.
I feel like if anything, they might be here to disorient you a bit because usually you want to use your shadow to position.
Wait, that's true. They like block your shadow.
Yeah,
that's what.
That's kind of what I thought they would be for.
All right, everyone's favorite. If you know Mario 64 speedrunning, you know what I'm gonna do here.
Yep, the sign even says it.
Whee! BLJ. Normally you might be used to BLJs in like stairs and such like that. There are a couple different ways to do BLJ. One is like that's basically the same as the stair BLJs, but like that's a very steep slope, basically. Very steep, sticky slopes you can do BLJs on. And yeah, the stars, the beginning of the star is kind of built around that.
I think as long as the slope is above like 45 degrees inclined, it'll let you BLJ on it.
That sounds alright, yeah. Excuse me? Yeah. Or 90-degree walls. Wee. This is a fun thing you can do with them. Just a little put Mario in the box and see what he does.
Yeah.
I didn't like doing two wall kicks.
Good back up.
Yeah, sometimes you need a box buffer for a backup or two. This is a fun start here. We're gonna do a little rollout on the switch, which that switch doesn't actually spawn any boxes, which allows it to activate it like that. Where like a little bounce on it. Little rollout.
Kind of similar to P-switch jumping in Mario World. Or I would say the more the more like the example I'm more familiar with is Mario Maker.
Yeah.
I remember there was this one level when the game released where it was you had to step on a bunch of P switches in like a Mario Bros 1 level.
Yeah, it's very.
They always remind me of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did die there just because I didn't get enough speed on that bursty wall, and I didn't do enough of an A press. Yeah, those are the deaths you want to avoid in a run like this, just the costly ones at the end of stars. If you get one or two at the beginning of a star, it's like, okay, whatever, that's fine, you know? Like, I'll lose 20 seconds.
And I mean, that's the thing, is like, the further we get into the mod, the more, like, the harder the stars are going to be, and of course, that also goes for the star endings, which, it's... You really got to be... Really got to be wary of that.
A lot of which I practice very heavily, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but sometimes you can't out-practice just the sheer difficulty, so.
Oh, that's a sting bug. Yeah, I gotta have to have my window open because it's quite hot in here.
It's that time of year. Are we good? This gonna work? Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, that's not the end of it. That depot there is pretty funny. Like, it can kill you, but also my good friend Circles had an incident where they got flipped by that depot into the star somehow, which is like an insane trajectory. And like, I couldn't do it on purpose. Like, I don't know how you're able to do that. And Circles like, learn it. You should just do it. It'll save time. I'm like, no, it's really that's not doing that.
I don't think there's any like intentional Kipo usage in Transcending the Rainbow.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That is something else.
Because I know some other kinds of mods, like especially Mario's Nightmare 64, like to use Hipos.
Mario's Nightmare 64 did it,
tool.
And then everyone was like, "Wow, this sucks. I'm never going to use it again." And then
Yeah.
There's like a couple, but it's like usually like in a more controlled sense, not just like RNG basically. This one's a tough one. I'm gonna do a couple pauses just to be sure. We're good. Cool. Yeah, that. Right here. We've probably done a couple of these, but this is known as an arch wall kick, where you have to kind of like come and go past the ceiling. That's a very common Kaizo tactic, as well as crossovers, which is the same thing, but like basically doing it horizontally, crossing over into another basically set of wall kicks or arch or whatever.
Yeah. It's funny that we say arch wall kicks for the ones that are just go up and like, you know, that's it.
Yeah, right.
And then we call them crossovers when it's like actually arches, you know.
Yeah, like they're not. It's not the most intuitive language, but it's what we do.
They're interchangeable.
All right, I'm glad I got that though. That's the hardest star in this level and hardest in overworld 1 in this run. So that one can go very wrong very fast.
Sorry, I'm. it's trying to go into my the stink bug.
Get out of my house. Yeah. All right, I'll do the lava bounce star first because if you fall for during that one, then you can back it up with the other star. So I'll do that. Fun little momentum jump here. You do like a slide into there, double jump, triple jump. You do that into some firsty walls usually, but that's for a different star we're not going to do because it is too long and hard. There we go. More metal cap lava bounces. I'm sure you missed these from metal cap. The metal cap level.
So don't screw this up, okay? All right.
I've been messing this one up like so much. Like these.
Exactly.
It is quite weird controlling Mario's trajectory while lava bouncing. All right, I should have enough health. It's gonna be tight. There we go.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's coins here.
Yeah.
Let you lava bounce a bit more.
The coins being there is extremely helpful. All right. Yeah, one more star here. I've been pointing out like all.
Oh yeah. I remember now why you didn't get the start yet.
Yeah, because you can like fall down during it, and it, like you can maybe save it. It's a little tough, but it's better than just completely dying instantly.
It's like on the off chance that you mess up in that particular spot where you can back it up with this star.
I did a little D-pad kick there, which is basically just I kicked and held D-pad at the same time, and like whenever Mario lands, I stop holding D-pad, and that's like a pretty nice, consistent way to get like a easy angle set up. It's like, okay, this is basically around the angle I want to get, so like it's not the most precise thing in the world. It's not like a science, but it's like it's a nice little thing I've been implementing lately. So Delfino showed me that.
Yeah, you have these walls that change your angle. You kind of want to, you know, time or count your wall kicks rather.
Yeah, you gotta like keep track of your angle here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, there's a faster way to do that so like it does in runs, but it is a good amount harder. This is a little scary. It's definitely doable. It's like
Yeah, you need to have good straining for that strat.
Alright. That's all.
Oh yeah, I believe we just have the key left.
Yep, that's all the stars here. We're gonna do the key, which is my least favorite level in the game, I think, or maybe second. if you count it as like a separate level. Key's just not my favorite. I don't like the music. I don't like the jumps. I don't like the atmosphere. The atmosphere, if you will.
I mean, internally, both the Bowser level and the key fight are kind of the separate levels.
Right, we're gonna be going up this way again. This way is also the ending of the red coin star in this level, which is the hardest star in Overworld 1, and where a lot of people stop playing this game just because it is quite hard. So.
I think I took a break for like a couple days when I got to this star. Yeah.
Like it ends up being harder than some Overworld 2 star red coin stars, honestly.
Yeah. Gonna up as so I'm gonna talk about me for a second, but
I'm gonna make this about me.
No, I only beat this game.
Bowser.
Oh. It's him.
That's him in the flesh. Not a cardboard cutout of Bowser. Definitely not.
No, yeah, I only beat this game a few months back. I was a little late to the party.
You're playing retro achievements, so shout out retroachievements.com. For ruining our lives.
It has been a very very prominent part of our gaming routine for the past year and a half.
They just decide to put so many Mario 64 mods on there, and it's like, okay, I've already played all these, but now I have to play them again. I don't have to, but like, it would be nice. I should mention there's like a fun strat there where you can use that like Sonic bumper to bounce higher up into the level, but it was actually patched in this version of the game that I'm playing, so like you might think, oh, why don't you use the older version? Well, the older version has a lot of lag because there's literally like a button in like the game creation tool we have that's like turn off lag, and Sirium didn't know about it, so I told him later, like, hey, you should press the turn off lag button to turn off lag in your game. He's like, oh yeah, I probably should do that. The only problem with that button is that is that it's not very well known. It doesn't make itself very clear that like, hey, this is the button you should click to turn off lag.
Yeah, you gotta have to look for it.
It's like a little like game design joke. It's like, why is your game lagging? Like, why don't you just do like if lagging, no. if lagging, stop.
Yeah, that is kind of what it does.
I need a button like that.
Right.
So yeah, that's the key right there.
Right, nice. Surprised I was able to get that first try. It was not too bad at all.
I don't think there was anything much interesting to say. It was just, platform challenge.
Jumps. The Sonic bumpers are the funniest thing. They're not super common throughout the game, but that's like an extra little thing in the more objects patch. Shout out Kaze. Kaze made that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Kaze. He made those little extra objects. We'll see some more of them throughout the run, but yeah, Bowser 1 done. We have one more level in Overworld 1 to get to. That's Force 5. Which, yeah, I don't love this level, but my fellow runner Solega does like this level a little more because he does like, our routes are quite different. He does like 4 more stars here than I do. Just because I
think you only get star 1 in the speed stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does like way more stars here than I do. Mostly because star 2 in this level is like, it's like really hard and like I'm not very good at it, and once you get star 2 it basically unlocks the rest of the other stars. They're kind of like act specific, so whoa, I didn't look right there, so I don't do it.
Okay, technically you can get every star from the get-go. It's just you get shortcuts,
it's just lots,
which obviously you'd want if you're getting the stars in a speedrun.
For sure. Yeah, but please do call out all the funny music as you see him. It's a lot of Vocaloid, a lot of like just anime songs, a lot of, as I said, Chainsaw Man. that one's a banger. Yeah, there's a lot of fun music throughout this game. I'm gonna be doing a really funny strat here. So you might have heard us mention the secret signs earlier. There's a secret sign over here that you're normally. I messed it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I got too much speed on that BLJ. You're normally supposed to like jump down to the secret sign, like from higher up to like where this actual star is, but okay. There's a backup here, but it's a little weird. And I might end up dying.
Don't drown.
Oh, I drowned! I'm drowning! No! Oh no, I drowned!
Right as you said it, what comedic timing.
Dude, like I knew that was gonna happen. Every time I'm like, oh, like I missed the BLJ, I'm gonna drown. It's over. It's just cooked.
To be fair, it's cold water, so it's a lot easier to
yeah, you like
run out of
drown
health
really fast. Yeah, I did not want to get that much speed on that BLJ, so I'm gonna try it again.
No, I was gonna say, couldn't you technically ledge grab that metal box, or is it too high?
What? That bomb. That bomb pushed me into the wall, and I got soft locked, and I couldn't get out.
That's amazing.
Average Force 5 experience, dude. What is that?
Thank goodness for the exit course patch, which just counts as you dying.
Yeah, if you exit course in this game, then you're able to just go right to the outside of that level. So yeah, here's the funny thing. Basically, you're supposed to like jump down from here to that star and that like secret to that sign, and that like secret warp is like, oh, you just like get back up. But my good friend Go2SR, one of the best ROMX fangame speedrunners in the industry, he's he found that little strat where you can just BLJ over there early and just and just like basically skip this entire like room like below us. Yeah, it's a funny little thing.
I think it has something to do with water boxes and like death planes having to be both in the same level.
Yeah.
Like it basically makes it so that you can just go through like out of bounds like the
water box just like goes out of bounds like that. And then the star itself is pretty cool. It's like basically invisible platforms, and then outside of those invisible platforms are death floors. So you need to like stay like on top of where it shows the platform as, because like if you go like slightly outside of it, then you just instantly die. So it's kind of a little like thread the needle kind of thing.
So yeah, that's Overworld 1.
Yeah, Overworld 1 is done. I actually got that toad. Yes, in yesterday's run I forgot that toad completely. It's funny.
I think that Goomba fell.
Oh, that's for everyone.
First level.
For everyone who's been recognizing all the funny music throughout this run. Hopefully you recognize this one. Absolute banger.
Oh, this one's a classic.
This is the absolute classic. Yeah. Anyway, this is the slide level. This is a moment's reminiscence. Reminiscence, kind of a reference to SNR, Sensitive Reminiscence. Very, very well known, very, very hard Kaizen mod. That a lot of this game was very.
Which I believe was a pretty big inspiration for this mod specifically.
Yeah, Syrian is SNR's #1 fan. It's not the most well liked hack in the industry, but you know.
You know, it's all right. Like,
it's fine. You know. Yeah. Well, funny thing with this level is because this is marked as like a slide level similar to Princess's Secret Slide in the original, it has slide physics, which is a kind of a weird way of saying like basically any like even slightly sloped slope is like slippery and like you can't like go up on it. So basically like you'll get like some weird kind of interactions where it's like I feel like I shouldn't be like sliding on this, but I am, you know.
Oh, I never realized that. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little skip here with the vanish cap, which is normally used for a different star, but like normally you'd have to like go down that little spiral we saw right there, which takes a while. So we'll skip there. And yeah, this level has 33 coins, 33 red coins. Or it might be 34 actually.
Crap, I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, as you can see,
I think 34.
You can see the red coin counter in the top left, like going down with it, just being like minus 30 something, minus 26 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Get a bunch of speed into these first two walls. Kind of have to
And then
control
the
your
walls
height.
get progressively smaller as you go on.
Yeah, a lot of height control here, and also just make sure you don't miss getting into the actual box here.
Nice. Wires.
There you go, wires. Show out the wires at the top. Alright, cool.
Yeah, the wires also indicate secret signs.
Yeah. The wires are a fun little guy. Just a little fellow, all things considered.
Minus 30. Okay, 38. It has 38 red coins.
That's 38. Okay, that makes sense.
Which I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go off of another hack that had a 38 Raycon start. It might be a reference to Miku. I'm not too sure.
It might be. There's a lot of Miku references, a lot of Miku music in this game. Yeah.
I mean, I believe Serium also likes Vocaloid stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, we got these crossovers on these music notes. And then we got this wall kick section on, which I believe is the Konami code. Up, up,
Yep.
down,
Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. BA start.
Half the joy of Kaizo is just like, let's make silly shapes and make you wall kick off them. Right there. So
It's pretty silly.
So that right there, that's a note block, which is another more objects patch object. But what I did there is actually a note block glitch. So usually you do it with a side flip, but you can do it with ledge grab or like just a regular jump. But if you go into a note block like that with speed, and then you dive and press B like on the same frame that you hit that note block with the speed, then you get the max possible note block like trajectory, or the max height basically. So what I did there is like that's actually intended for that is you just get the max height on that note block into the star.
Mod specific glitch that rolls.
Yeah, literally, it's like this isn't in the original because the note block isn't a thing, and then like now that the note block's a thing, it creates new glitches itself. But that's a fun thing.
It's because Kaze from 2014 did an oopsie.
Yeah, and no one ever fixed it. Well, people did fix it, but people were like, "This is fun. We should just keep it."
Yeah.
Like, it's objectively fun.
It's harmless.
Objectively fun and harmless.
Some other mods definitely use that trick to skip some stuff.
For sure, yeah, it's a common speedrun trick. Yeah, going to course 6. What's this called? Starship Voyagers, something. Shoot.
Starship Voyagers,
Starship
yeah.
Voyagers.
Accompanied with Mega Man X Storm Eagle music.
Yeah, this
Definitely one of my favorites from this game's soundtrack.
part of the funny thing with the references in this game is like you can tell what Kazuma Tyrion was like playing like on the side at the time he was making the levels in the game. So he was playing King Boo's Revenge X, which is a fun one.
I mean, this is a direct reference to Course 2 from KBRX, yeah.
It's a Course 2 or Unknown
I
Origins.
don't know if it's Course 2
I guess both.
specifically, but I know Course 2 had Storm Eagle
Yeah,
as well.
Course 2 had this music for sure. Yeah. This fun little jump here it is kind of go through the quicksands. Alright, so this is a fun start here, the super steep slope. This one killed my run yesterday, I'm still upset about it, so...
I mean, it is tricky though.
No, this one's really hard. So yeah, basically you have these super
Probably
steep
one of the
slopes
hardest.
where if you stop walking on these or just like be in kind of a neutral state for like even half a second, if you're in a neutral state for even half a second, then you just instantly fall off of them. So you have to always be moving on them and always just be in like some kind of control because as soon as you stop, it's just over. You just fall. So yeah, it's basically that chained into like some long jumps and like wall kicks and such, and just like going from one to the other. So yeah, that right there was a bit of an issue where I needed to get more of an angle on my long jump, and I just wasn't able to. Got a 250, like it was 209 pace.
Didn't you say it was like almost like sub 2 pace?
It was close. It was a really good overworld one. I will definitely be grinding this. Maybe I'll grind this more. I'm pretty happy with my time, but like there's some potential.
Maybe for sub 210.
Yeah. Sub 2 would be nice, but yeah. Sub 2 is kind of the dream right now, but it's a tough one.
But I'm
Just need to
curious,
work out consistency.
you've clearly made a lot of progress with this recently. How long have you been like practicing and routing and running this specific mod?
Yeah, I originally learned that's just unlucky collision. That's them.
Oh, yeah,
I originally learned
that's
this in last year in August, I believe, and I did like a couple runs and got like a 246. And then it was more recently when I beat my time that I came back and I really started like trying to optimize it and cut deaths and such. So like those runs before were basically more casual. So I would say I've been hardcore grinding this for 2 or 3 weeks. So
that sounds really impressive then.
Yeah.
That it's only been 2 or 3 weeks and you're making such good progress.
But also I've beaten this game twice. Like I did a second playthrough recently for retro achievements. So yeah, I've beaten this game twice, which yeah, like I would be the third time. I really enjoy this game, but obviously it's like quite a big commitment. Only I was looking earlier, I think it was 17 people have beaten this game.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Difficult enough that there's a list.
Yeah, there is a list.
Yeah.
So we do keep a list of who has beaten this game.
Yeah, we keep track of the
Yeah,
more, like,
we do that for some Monkey Ball mods as well.
yeah. I forget. Did we already pass did we already pass the 100 mark on Extreme Edition?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you might have seen 74 Extreme Edition last time. 100 people have now beaten that game, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous, like how big the community's gotten, specifically the Kaizo community. It's just crazy.
No, clearly, if it has 100 completions, it's not that.
It can't be that hard. Sure. Help me. There, yeah, that one right there is quite a hard star. Most of the deaths, I've lost count of deaths. I'm not sure if I'm still counting.
Oh no, I
I think I lost count, but hopefully someone else in chat's counting. Yeah, whatever. Regardless, yeah, a lot of the deaths will be in these next 2 levels because these are the 2 hardest splits of the run. So much so that, like, as I said, Solega and I, the 2 main runners of this game, we have pretty big routing differences in the sense of, like, I do 6 stars here and he does like 3 or 4, and then he does more stars before 5. And there's some changes in some other levels as well that I'll bring up, but yeah, it is. I do more stars in this level just because not that I feel more comfortable with it because this level is really hard. I love that. Okay, so that's an invisible wall. So that's an invisible wall right there. That's a really fun and quirky little thing about Mario 64 mods that just everyone really likes. You know, it's a good little. A lot of the time, it's like barely preventable, if preventable at all. It's just like, if you don't fully align your walls and collision to like an axis, then that's gonna happen sometimes. You know. It's not even like a solved thing at this point. It's like there are some like patches that are like, hey, this will like decrease the presence of invisible walls, but they're not foolproof, and also like they sometimes cause other issues. So, yeah, expect a couple.
You know, this
level's tough.
You know, remember, when you hit an invisible wall, grab your pitchforks and it's time to start a riot.
I hate the creator and also Miyamoto. Yeah. But yeah, this is a tough level, so I'm certainly expecting a couple deaths here. Not even truly surprised. You know it's a good run when you get like not that many deaths in these next 2 courses. Alright, so let's try that again. Hopefully the invisible wall besides did not exist. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Come to the speed star here. I'll try the skip. Why not? I learned this earlier. It like barely saves any time, but yeah, you can do it. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, you can like do some like extra wall kicks there to kind of like skip a couple wall kicks. Like Greg keep telling me to do that, and I'm just like, I don't really want to. This is the hard speed star. I might take a couple tries as well.
So yeah, also if you die early in these speed stars, you kind of have to wait for the switch to stop ticking.
There we go. 90 degrees. Whoop, whoop. Jump dive. Right there you do like a little kind of dive grind, which is something you'll see in a couple, at least speed stars. It's not too often used in the actual levels themselves, but yeah, like you basically like dive onto a slope at a certain angle to the point where you fall off the slope and then kind of clip back on where you're able to still walk up the slope. It's a really weird and precise angle, and it's only really started being implemented in Kaizo recently. Because it's
I mean, thankfully for the slopes and the speedsters in this mod, you know, the slopes are at an angle where it's like you don't really need to do much.
yeah, it's like built to like be pretty much fine, but like sometimes in different Kaizos, it's like it's not as well aligned. All right, I'll do the star now. This one, we got these little platforms here that are just the floors, so they don't have ledges, so like you can't ledge grab on them. So basically, you just need to get a long jump off of them, which is 2 or 3 frames. Like, so
yeah, a bit low on that one.
Yeah, it's alright. Good, right there. I paused buffer so I could get firsty there because it is quite helpful for this one. I will do the same here. Didn't get firsty, but it should still be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Gotta be careful to not get too close to the level border because otherwise you bonk.
Yeah. This is kind of a funny like KBRX like troll room reference. Yeah. I don't know if those boxes actually have troll stars in them. If you guys know, troll stars are like they're a funny little thing where like they act like normal stars, but it doesn't increase your star count, but it still takes you out of the level. So it's like if you just grab them, it's effectively death. But it's just a funny way of getting death.
I think some of them are troll stars, but most of them are enemies. I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, basically that little like troll room right there. It's a bit of a KBRX reference, like that the game likes to do that.
Freaking consuming void trial, man.
Yeah, classic, right? Everyone loves KBRX. Name 5 people that don't. Time's up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of the opposite of multiplicative, if that's even a word.
That's probably a word. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Divisive.
Divisive.
We said it at the same time.
Word, yeah. All right, momentum jump there. I'm gonna do a little skip here. This wall is like barely. Oh, I missed it. That felt earlier than it usually does. I usually pause for that one. I really should have there. But yeah, you do a little wall kick there. You like kind of skip a section. Unfortunately, I was not able to nail that. Sorry. Yeah, as I said, you're gonna expect some deaths here. It's just gonna happen, you know. I'm not too shocked about it. I'm more upset about it when I'm on pace, but you know. Not to worry about that for a showcase run.
It is a word, okay. I don't know, sometimes I will just make up language.
Yeah. Don't we all, you know, isn't that I'm just using slang.
Yeah.
There we
Especially as speedrunners.
go. There we go.
I think if we use the slang we like usually use in a non you know like actual stream setting, like you know we're just in VC, we just talk and it's like intelligible, unintelligible sometimes.
Just word slop, bro. You're just that was a fun one right there. You gotta like do the. I guess I haven't like mentioned that like that is kind of like if you played Mario 64, you like might know this where you like if you hold A and spam B, then you'll get like kicks off of steep slopes like that. So that's useful in the original sometimes. So, you know, even in like the bomb battlefield, you know. But yeah, that is basically a staple of Kaizo. All right, 2 more stars to get here. Both are on this path over here. And they're like two of the hardest, so if the deaths already were an issue, then unfortunate.
Nah, you got this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these
barely. Okay, I'm gonna do another little roundabout here just in case. There we go.
That's the cool thing is like if you're too low, you can just go for another lap inside those hexagons.
Jump there. Momentum jump. These sand blocks here, another more object patch thing. Basically, they just disappear. That's all. I don't really know why they're used there. It's in specific because like you're not going to be standing on them. It's for a momentum jump. All right, we're going to be doing a fun little thing here, combining the little like bounce off quicksand thing with enemy bounces with the firsty wall. Boom.
That Goomba got out of
Yeah, that was
got out of the hole.
there can be some RNG.
It was a bit scary.
An element of RNG with that, and then sometimes the speed just isn't what you want it to be. But it's a fun jump, regardless.
You know, the element of surprise.
Right? And then this
Element of surprise.
Like we got these right here where you have to not ledge grab the top, because you'll get like a false ledge grab and just instantly fall. So yeah, you gotta like stay a little low there, but not too low to where you just miss the wall kick and bonk. Oh yeah, that is. I was great. Red coins exist.
One more star here. I think the star's probably done. I don't know. Is it actually the hardest star in the run? I would say it is, personally.
It's one that, like, for example, so like it doesn't do because it is like really hard, and like was shocked when I told him I did it. Like, why are you doing that star? I'm like, because I don't know. It's fast. It's fun. I like it. But yeah, it's probably one of the hardest. There's a couple candidates for that. Some of course 10, some of course 7.
Yeah, I just remember struggling with this one specifically.
Yeah, this one,
when I played the stage.
We've been doing a chain long jump here, so we don't do too often throughout the round, but it is a good way to get some speed in a long jump with not that much space.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You gotta be careful here and not stand on slopes. With the D-pad,
You really gotta make sure to land on the top of those planets.
yeah, it's a really weird trajectory. What I did there as well with the D-pad camera, I haven't mentioned this, you could also do D-pad up to like instantly snap the camera angle to wherever Mario's facing, which is so useful, like just for Kaizos in general, and then also just like making fast speedrun strats. Got the ground pound, nice.
So yeah, those wall kicks are why I'm really scared.
Yeah, that one's those wall kicks are quite hard. You need to like control your height really well, and like, you know, if you're ever so slightly too high, you just let your grab quicksand and die. So
Yeah.
all right,
You get very little space to actually get a wall kick.
not the best score 6, but you know, those last 2 stars went well, so that's good. And those are the ones I'm usually scared of, so we're good.
But you're not out of the woods just yet.
No, don't one hard stage to another. We're going to course 7, Dreams of Sakura. This is my favorite stage in the game and one of my favorite Kaizo stages ever. This stage is just great vibe, great atmosphere. Love the music, love the Vocaloid music. At least is Miku.
Yeah.
And then just really fun stars. Just one of the best ones ever made. I'm just, stand by that. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this one first, which we're gonna be dying. Yeah, I'll do this one first. This one's probably my favorite star on the level, but it is also probably the hardest step from right coins, which obviously we're not doing.
It's also quite long. I think probably one of the longest stars in the
It is, yeah.
the run.
And like it's like retryable at some points if you fail in certain ways, but like also at that point it's like, okay, like the star is so long, we're already gonna lose a lot of time even though it's retryable. Yeah, Dreams of Sakura, just you're kind of like pink, happy cherry blossom type level. It's a good vibe, very fun. Not something you usually see in Kaizos, you know. Usually see like dark, gloomy despair, upsetting, sad, die.
Yeah. that's
Night of Doom.
That's the themes the Kaizo levels usually fall into, just, you know, grim. And I mean, like, you know, I get
despair.
it. It's supposed to represent that the levels are hard.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just want a lighter take
Yeah.
on a hard level.
Usually you get like
And
a
thankfully this game does have some of those.
yeah. Usually you get like some kind of like torture nexus or something, and like luckily no one would ever make some kind of torture nexus. That'd be awful. Anyway, yeah. So that jump right there is really fun. But little but you have those TTC objects at the beginning, those objects you see in TikTok Clock in the original. You do like a long jump. I hold Z, so I'm instantly able to do like a jump dive off of that like slope. I do that into a rollout, into a double jump, into a triple jump. And that rollout works into a double jump because you kind of like stagger, like you go from one platform to another, then you go airborne for a second. So that's a really fun like sequence of movement, like one of my favorites in the game. Stuff like that I love in Kaizo.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, okay.
Oh.
No. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I didn't like
to see there the slope on the backside was just a bit too
a bit too steep
to do anything with it.
All right, yeah, more 90-degree wall kicks, kind of in a straight line here. It's not quite the camera angle I wanted, but it still works.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's stuff like that. It's like that literally just looked like a glitchy wall kick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're doing there's a little skip there. You can do skip these wall kicks, but I don't like it. So I did it in one run. Nothing.
It barely saves anything.
Yeah,
anyway.
It really does. Growing gloves finding stupid strats to take like 1 second when you could save like 10 more minutes in this run by not dying. You know, which like that's what speedrunning's about. Maybe this will get optimized so much to where you never die, and we just need to start doing that strat. You know, save anytime. Yeah.
Grunk is the resident insane strat finder, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, insane, it's either they're really hard or they save like no time.
Yeah, right.
And usually they're both.
All right, I'm gonna wait here for a sec. These walls are like kind of offset, so you gotta be a little careful there. Nice. And yeah, earlier I was able to like kind of kick backwards onto a slope and then like kind of go forwards to be able to like change my angle on it. Like there's a lot of like weird slope angle stuff that like you just need to like kind of get a feel for if you're playing Kaizo. But all right, one more on this side of the level. Recently learned you can just do a 44.9-degree angle if you don't die. Cool.
Oh my god, this is the start where you turn into Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa! I almost died once. I was doing reds, but like, I almost died like really close. I was like, whoa! There's another more objects patch thing. It's panel. There's really no reason for this panel to be here. It's like the only one in the game. It's kind of weird.
It's just another reason to have a collectible item.
Funny little object.
Kind of, straight from Mario Galaxy.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I was like, I know I'm gonna be too high. That's fine. No, not too bad of a death. Yeah, I should mention the star here is called Coney's Coins, named after my good friend Coney Chan 239, a fellow, someone who's been learning this game and is going to run it soon. Let's try that again. This star is a tough one, especially the ending. The last jump of the star is infamous for killing me many times.
Oh yeah, I died to the last jump a lot when doing the star casually.
Gotta be quite careful when I get to that. Make sure there's no corner physics there. Corner physics is a funny thing, which I should mention. Is like half the time when you go into a corner, you're like not able to wall kick. It's professionally known as an unreferenced wall, but it's like you can basically like run into it and you're not gonna like get a wall kick off of it. And like sometimes that can mess you up, and sometimes it can be useful. Usually it messes you up. It's like, oh, I didn't know there was corner physics there, so therefore I was trying to wall kick and I didn't. And it's just good.
You can also sometimes do glitchy wall kicks off of them if you approach them a certain way.
Yeah, that's like one of the main ways that people do glitchy wall kicks, RTA. Alright, here's the last jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's quite tight. Often I go too far left and I'm just like, I wall kick underneath the platform and I just hit the ceiling and die. Or I just like false sledge grab or I'm too low and just like, it's really tight. But yeah, I did look at that, so that's good. We'll go to this side of the level. Yeah, I believe this one's Mesmerizer, I think the song's called. Hatsune Miku.
I think so.
Yeah, we're going this way now. More 90 degrees. 1, 2. There's actually like a wall kick sequence here you're supposed to do, but you can like skip 3 of the 4 wall kicks and just hit that 90-degree wall right there. So It's a nice one there.
You know Hatsune Miku music in a level that has a lot of pink? Reminds me of a certain game.
Say that again? What? Oh my gosh.
Fairly recent release, but you know.
Yeah, luckily this part.
Probably just my imagination.
Say that again? Say that again? Say that again?
Yeah, this is one of those instances where if you mess up here, you might not die, at least on the sides.
Yeah, like it's like kind of retryable in spots, but you know, it's still, you don't want
I
it.
mean, yeah.
So.
If you're above quicksand, obviously you can't have that.
I like these kind of wall kicks right here, where like we're not gonna do too many of them, but like where you have like a front cam angle and you're like trying to like dodge little objects like that. Call them like I call them like ant house wall kicks, like ant farm, whatever. Like
Yeah.
where it's just like you're kind of like seeing it from that kind of view. Get this little jump to get up here. This, as you can see, like it's an upside down tree. Like I don't think the whole level is like mirrored like that, but you know, it's like. A lot of like cute stuff like that you just notice playing the game.
Thin wall kicks?
Thin wall kicks? One loves thin wall kicks. I'll do that one last.
I suppose we should probably talk about that a little bit now.
Yeah, it's the thin wall kicks. Those are like we were talking about Treasure World earlier, and like that introduced like the concept of having really thin wall kick sections, just like wall kick on really small. Just I guess I'll do that start now, just to show it. Yeah, that introduced that concept. So, oh my gosh, that worked. Like that. Well, yeah, it's just concept of doing like really thin wall kicks, which no one likes because Mario 64 Collision is bad, you know. So
Yeah.
So yeah,
the wall is so thin, you can very easily just get clipped off one side or the other.
Yeah, it's just very luck dependent in a lot of ways, and very just like perfect positioning dependent. So yeah, luckily you don't actually do them here. Like that's kind of the troll, red herring. Yeah.
We gotta be very careful of the Goombas in the fire here.
This is like kind of like just a little sloped island right here that you can. I was trying to land on that so I can turn forward. There are ways to do this faster. You can like kick up it, which is a lot faster, but you want to be careful with the Goombas. And like, if you're kicking up it and you get hit by one of the Goombas, you're just dead. But if you're
kicking up, you're just. Even if you're kicking up the slope, you're still gonna be slower than the Goombas running at you.
Yeah, if you're going downhill, you do have a chance to save it. So yeah, I mean, down here is basically what the thin wall kicks mean, and like, that's like, oh no, that looks terrible, but like, no, you don't actually have to do it.
But yeah, no.
Don't worry. I'm gonna do a quick sand ledge grab here to be safe. You can dive this, but I tried to do it once, and I was very upset about it. Alright, just one more star here, just the speed star. This is, again, one of the hardest speed stars in the game. I wouldn't say hardest, it's just like, it's very weird and inconsistent in the sense of like, just speed control is like not quite what you expect it to be.
I think I had more trouble with the angles in the star.
Yeah, the angles too. It's like, you have to get like a really weird angle from a slope that is like not that intuitive. Those slopes are funny. They don't have ceilings, but they're floors, so you just like clip up into them. There are a couple of those throughout the game. But yeah, the speed star here. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if it took me a couple tries. I'm gonna pause for this just to make sure. I jumped a little early, but this should be fine.
Yeah.
No! Oh my God! I did not get the angle I wanted. I did not get the angle I wanted. That was possible.
Yeah, no, when you have to side flip with so little time, you're usually just not gonna get the right angle.
There we go.
You were really high on that.
Yeah, no, that is crazy speed. I've never gone that much. I got the ground pound.
Whoa! Alright, that was sick.
Nice ground pound and down warp.
That was a 6-star.
There we go. If we want to do the next worth, by the way, we can
that was worth having to try that again because that was sick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to take our last break here. Really quick, before we do, I would like to thank everyone who is supporting the GameStone Quick channel with your subscriptions and bits cheered and things of that nature. Welcome back to GDQ Hotfix. Thank you for sticking around through our last break tonight. I am Helix. You are watching Parallel Universe. This is the show about community-created content such as mods and fan games. And speaking of mods, I'm joined by Andrew SM64, who is about 2/3 of the way through the Super Mario 64 Transcending the Rainbow run, and it's been great so far. Very impressive. It seems like it's only going to get harder from here. Is that correct?
It absolutely will. Yeah, those two splits, at least, these two courses were like the hardest splits, but like there are some harder stars coming up. So yeah, things just get harder and harder. So yeah, I'm ready to get back into it if you're ready.
Yeah. Let's finish this out. Give us a countdown when you're
Let's do it.
ready.
3, 2, 1, go! All right, that was a nice, fun, and happy level. I love when fun and happy levels happen. Yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. Surely there's no.
Sure hope we.
Sure hope there's not.
You keep that streak going.
Yeah, I sure hope the nice level is like really. What? I died in the overworld. I can't even do the bit if I die in the overworld. the bit's way less funny. The comedic timing's completely off.
Soiled it.
It's over. Like, come on.
No, I don't think the comedic timing is completely off. Actually.
No, we're good. Don't worry. Just like
I think perhaps the comedic timing is even better.
Perhaps it's better comedic timing. Surely the next level will be nice and happy. There won't be something evil. No, but that would suck. You know, I read this book recently, this cautionary tale. It was called "Don't Create the Torture Nexus." So I really hope no one created the torture nexus, because that would suck. That would be unfortunate if someone created the torture nexus from the cautionary tale. Don't create the torture nexus. What? No! I have to do that bit every time I do this.
Oh, this is just like 5 a.m. in a hotel in Pittsburgh.
No, I hate when they create the torture nexus.
We are screwed.
Mighty unfortunate. It's just over. Yeah, this is course 8, Torture Nexus. Based on that tweet. Based on one of my favorite tweets ever. I just decided to jump into the lava. That was a good idea.
Just wanted to take a bath.
Don't worry about it. There's something in my eye. That's why I didn't jump. The evil Torment Nexus. The Marrow Furnace. No, yeah, that's like this level kind of like Crudella's Sphere, like Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition inspired in ways, but this level's just funny to me because it just has like the most comedically like evil song ever. It's just like you look up evil song and it's like Whizbig theme from Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing, that's not Donkey Kong Country. I need to die here because I don't have enough health, so that was an intentional death.
I think people usually, when they speak about Whizbig from Diddy Kong Racing, it's like, yeah, that boss was hard as hell.
Yeah, right. Hell? Torture Nexus? Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough speed star right here. Mostly in the sense of like, okay, yeah, that's a good way to fail a speed star. How's everyone doing tonight? Gonna scroll.
That F4 key is looking mighty.
I really want to. I really want to speed it up. Just gonna like scroll Twitter real quick while we wait. This one might be a little weird as well. I don't really love that speed.
It was a bit slow.
Yeah, that was slow. Yeah, this is the tough one, just because like you can like get everything perfect, and it's like, oh, you had like slightly not enough speed from the first levels, so it's just boxes just disappear too fast, and also you can just like easily miss. I went too fast there. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that never happens. Nothing ever happens. Yeah, this is one that often takes me many tries. So not too surprised.
I mean, hey, at least as the speed starts, you know, easily retrievable.
Quick retries. I don't love that one either.
Never mind.
Close. 2 frames before that went.
I thought you would have had less speed. Or less time.
No, I didn't like that speed at all from the first levels, but it worked out, I suppose. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty tough speed start, but happy I was able to pull it out.
If you look at the star count, you'll notice that we're just 13 stars away from the end of the run.
Yeah, that's why you pointed it out, man.
Yeah.
You pointed it out just to say we're 13 stars away. I'm sure.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, kind of close to the end. I think that's
Alright,
cool.
that's crazy, right?
There's nothing else significant about that number.
Nothing else.
And I don't
Exactly.
even want to hear you imply otherwise.
Really like the aesthetic.
Listen, we're all here to have fun, all right?
For sure. Having a good time. We're gonna do a little skip here, found by Siliga. Two skips actually. This first one right here, you can do 2 lava bounces here to skip kind of a wall kick section down there. Long set of wall kicks. And then you saw the tee-up slide earlier in the run. We're gonna do it again into a heart, into lava bounces. So we do hyper speed lava bounces. And the fun thing with hyper speed lava bounces is, like, if you're neutral, if your stick is neutral, then you just get a ton of speed. And then you're just able to just chain that speed out. And then since we went through that heart is still spinning, so we're able to do a bunch of lava bounces there, so we can skip that entire wall kick section there. This is one of my favorite stars in the run, because there's just like 10 things going on at once. It's so fun.
That was sick. It's very flashy, too.
Yeah, very, very flashy, fun star.
I'd like to mention, I did that story the intended way, and then 5 minutes later, Lega told me you could have done that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing the intended way runs for a while, and Lega told me that. It's such a fun strat. Just the fact that you like go into the heart with so much speed that like it just doesn't stop spinning for like a full minute. So it's like,
Yeah.
so from that you're just able to just kind of do infinite lava bounces even without a metal cap, and then just not die or not even lose any health actually. All right, so do that little triple jump wall kick here. Onto these stars. There's a star up here that is like a direct reference to Mario 74 Extreme Edition. As I said, you could tell by the levels in this game what Tyrion was playing as he was making them.
More be deadly puzzled. I believe second hardest star in Extreme Edition.
Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah, let long jump through that heart again to give you some more health. There are the funny things there where if you get too late a frame with wall kick, like it doesn't give you the health. So you just like instantly. So yeah, you have to like back it up. You can still back it up, but it's a little weird. Alright. Or these little triangle wall kicks here with the bursty walls. Nice. And make sure that Goomba's in not a bad spot. Okay, cool. Sadly, we're not doing the worm. The worm is a very fun star, but I think
It's also long.
does Lega do it? No. I think Groink said he wanted to
No,
do
Lega doesn't.
Yeah, but Coney's gonna do it, I believe. I think he was learning that. It's like, why are you doing the worm? it's a fun star. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a pretty cool strat here. It might fail, and if it does, it's fine. It's just like it's a little silly. So basically, yeah, shout out to Groink for finding this one. That might be good.
No,
Looks good. Oh,
nope.
barely not. It's so close.
I think you walked into a little too late.
I thought it was the second frame. I think it was my positioning. Yeah. So what that skip does, if I was able to get that, I would have gotten the Toad Star in this overworld early. And normally, what we do if we don't get that is after the last level, we like jump down to grab that Toad, and we have to reclimb the overworld. So doing that skips a reclimb the overworld. And because we have to like die after course 8 anyway to get to this level, as opposed to course 9, it just makes sense to do it. It doesn't lose any time to attempt. Okay, I'm just not able to get the search. There we go.
Yeah, your angle's a bit
Little stuff in an angle. Yeah, unfortunate. That was pretty close, but we just weren't quite able to get it. I've only gotten in one run.
So you only
before.
get 2 stars here normally?
Yeah, I get 2 stars. That I think Lega does 3 or 4, but
Yeah, I believe Lega does 4.
yeah, it's a really sick skip, but it's super hard. Speaking of sick skips, this one right here was found by Lega as well. You can wall kick on that little thing right there, and oh gosh. Yeah, that's a thing you have to be careful about with that skip.
Very tight.
That fire spitter. You might think you can just like wall kick on like the side wall there and it would be easier, but that is actually a ceiling. Like that part's anti-cheese, but like that part isn't. So yeah, try it again. Fun strat, so it can be a little weird though. You have to get like a perfect dive through there, but not bonk your head on the ceiling, and then also not hit the quicksand. Oh yeah, by the way, like this looks like lava, it's quicksand.
Yeah.
It works like lava in real life, right? I don't know why specifically for this level you did it like that, but it is funny, like because that's just actual lava.
It is very jarring, but like it's also very funny.
Yeah. For an April Fool's joke recently, Syria made a Transcending the Rainbow 2 demo, which is just it's just this level, but the lava is actually lava, and like I think there's like an anime girl texture on it instead.
Yeah.
And that's the entire act. That is just the entire game.
And also the one troll star in this level that would not give you any stars is actually
the only star
back in the fan game.
That was a good bit, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, and as I was mentioning earlier, this stage with just the Chainsaw Man anime opening is the music.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, very inspired music choices in this game.
I like that little skull sign.
Yeah. Death. No, I don't want to die. You can see that star over there. That is one that I think like a dozen runs, but it is so hard to me. Like that is like the hardest normal star in the game. Like randomly, like like that star is so hard to me. And I'm just like, how would you ever consider doing that in a run?
It's just this tunnel where you have very little space to wall kick, and it's like you really need to make the most out of it.
Since we do have time, I'm gonna do one attempt of like a really cool star that like it also does. I'm not very well practiced with it right now, but I'll try it. You know, it's just a fun star. So. All right. Should be fine. If I get this, it would be really cool. Oh no!
Aw.
I knew that was gonna happen, dude. I knew it. I literally did everything right, and I fell at the. Okay, at least I showed it off, right? At least I can show off that and also the speed star, so like it's fine.
Yeah,
It was for the
like,
fans.
we
right?
got the gist of it.
It was for the fans, right? I had to do the speed kick star for the fans. Oh, that's so unlucky.
Hey, listen, it's fine. You're keeping it an 80 star run, all right?
I did the cool part that gives me a lot of aura, so it's fine. Like, don't even worry about it. But yeah, that star is a required speed kick, which is it's a fun tech you'll see in speedruns a lot, where you kind of like go somewhat neutral on the stick and like do a little kick, like keep that momentum. And it is required for that star, which makes it one of my favorites in the game. It's a really fun one. But I haven't done that star in a while. I'm really surprised I'm able to like pretty much get it. Like,
You probably didn't do it since your second full playthrough.
pretty much, right? I think I practiced it once and I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Shout out to production for the instant replay on that too.
Yeah, right. Here's another speed star. This one's probably one of my least favorites in the game. It's just pretty scuffed. It doesn't feel like it works all the time. But I was able to get it. Nice. I'm usually not able to rip that.
I was gonna say, you nailed it.
Yeah, shout out Morningstorm, one of the best kinds of players in the world that doesn't really speed run, so he doesn't speed kick. So he doesn't like know how to do it, so he just found this strat where you just get 3 frame perfects instead of just learning how to speed kick, which is fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad I was able to show that off at least. So that was course 9. Infernal.
Modern problems require old solutions.
Yeah, exactly.
Speedrunners will find the hardest way to do something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But honestly, we'll find both the hardest way and the easiest way.
Exactly, that's true. The easiest way is just learning how to speed kick, I will be right in that sense. Alright, course 10, Deserted Ruins. I always forget the exact names of levels in this game.
Grand Scorched Ruins.
Ruins, that's it. Yeah. Nice golden sun music here. Very cool game. So yeah, we have slow sand here, which is basically just it's not quicksand, but like you can't really jump that high on it, so that's used here for a couple of gimmicks.
It's kind of like the sand inside the pyramid in original Mario 64.
And that's the cell, yeah. Yeah, course 10. This is again one of the hardest levels in the game, so we got at least 3 stars here that are like really hard, and then the other 2 slightly less, but still hard. So yeah, we got more of this like steep slope maneuvering. You can do like a kick into it and then into like your ground pounds to kind of get your bearings back. So yeah, jump off it, do some wall kicks. And then this section right here is kind of like all memorization of like, hey, where are the walls? because it is
Yeah.
hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I'm lucky.
Yeah, that part is very tricky.
Yeah, it's that one's just kind of a memory issue. It's like you just gotta figure out where the actual stuff is. But yeah, 9 stars to go. I believe 5 of them are in this level. Yeah, so yeah, 5 of them here.
Yeah, 5 in this level, 3 in the next one, and then Toad.
Yep. We're coming up near the end, but yeah, we are getting some of the hardest stars in the run, just because that's the nature of it. We're getting to the later levels.
Yeah, that's how it be.
I have been able to get some consistency in this level and the one after this, but okay, that was interesting.
Oh.
I like talking. I like saying.
Goomba.
We're
all yappers here.
Like, I don't say that. I don't have my splits open, but like I don't want a PB because this is like not submittable. So people take a break.
Hold on, that's a huge pace, and the timer is at like 2:31.
Dude, this pace is crazy. I'm looking at the timer right now. It's not that good a pace. Like, I mean, it's not PB-able for me. It might be, but like, you know, probably not. Probably not PB.
Gonna say it's not bad either.
It's not a bad run at all. Like, this is like a very decent run, but it's, you know, it's one that I like didn't really want PB.
I mean, even being able to finish this at all is quite impressive in its own right.
For sure. I mean, running a Kaizo at a marathon like this is always very nerve-wracking.
I mean, you know, sometimes it takes years to just get one run of a category of just a Kaizo mod.
Yeah. Especially like the longer ones, you know, like the longest Kaizo run I've done is 15 and a half hours. And that was the first ever.
Yeah, King Boo's Revenge.
Yeah, the first ever King Boo's Revenge 168 star speedrun, which is. It was an experience. What even happened there? I think I just didn't walk.
I've done my first share of long runs. I think my my longest Mario 64 mod run is well, you know, it's not on any speedrun or common leaderboards, but Mario 74 Chaos.
I was gonna say it's a Chaos 74. Mario 74 Chaos Edition.
So yeah, you take SM64 Chaos Edition, and basically you just put that in Mario 74, and you get something that's
bad,
unplayable.
Nigh unplayable, very unplayable.
So speaking of long and difficult runs, have you given any thought to ever doing a 182 star run, or is it just too much?
Of this game? I've given it thought. I want to give a big shout out to Solega, who's currently prepping for a 123 star run, which is 100% of the first 2 overworlds, which in itself is already really hard, and like will be like probably like a 6 to 8 hour run, I would have to imagine. That's my estimate, but you know, it could even be longer. And like that by itself, just finishing the first 2 overworlds and like not even touching post game is already gonna be a crazy run. And then past that, it's doable. Like it's kind of like at this point, it's kind of like the holy grail of Kaizo runs, because it's like it's very much doable. But we also said that for like Treasure World and King Boo's Wrench 2, which are 2 big notable Kaizos that have gotten 100% runs over the years.
Shoutouts to Moplop and Drunk Crazy.
Yeah, especially Drunk Crazy's 19-hour run of King Boo's Wrench 2 182 is one of the greatest,
absolutely
one of the best Mario 64 mod speedruns ever, in my opinion. One of the most impressive. The fact that he was able to finish that.
Good job nailing that star while talking about something else, by the way.
At this point, I'm like,
you just don't think about it.
No, literally, like as soon as I like start thinking about it, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do this walk here. Oh, yeah. I won't.
It is.
Oh, okay, that was true. Couldn't get up.
You started thinking about it.
I thought it was something in my eye right now.
My bad.
Streamer, you're losing time because there's something in your eye you had to wipe out.
Yep,
unlucky.
happens.
Unlucky. That's just RNG at that point. Yeah, I should also mention that at a previous marathon, the Mario 64 fangames and modding marathon that we have twice a year, we did a 6-player co-op of this game where like each person was basically like given a certain set of levels, and we're all like trying to beat it at the same time, and like basically like get all 182 stars as a team. We were able to do it within like 4.5 hours, I believe it was. So
Yeah.
if you take 4.5 hours times 6, that should be how long a run is, right? Surely that's how it works. But yeah, like in that sense, it's like, okay, it's doable. Like 6 people individually can get the consistency to like beat the hardest stars in the game, but one person doing it and getting that consistency is that's the issue.
4.5 times 6, I believe, is 27 hours.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it
let's do it. But at that point, we'd start needing sleep breaks, and it's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
you can do it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think there is a new rule as of pretty recently that allows breaks for runs longer than 12 hours, I believe.
Yeah, the Speedrun.com mod for longer runs, we started like adding the option to like add sleep breaks if you'd like, just because depending on the game. But there we go. Yeah, I think it's good for the health of the runners, to not like make them do 24-hour runs.
I was gonna say, don't sacrifice your health for the sake of speedrunning. I
Absolutely
mean,
not.
this run is only 2 hour 40-minute estimate, and we took 2 breaks.
It's already taken 10 years off my lifespan, so it's so there's the health right there. How about that? Yeah. I mean, for that last star, it was just like that like tunnel of 90-degree walls, so that part's pretty fun. It's basically you just have to mash A. And the hard part of that is actually like escaping the area. Because it's like you kind of have to like do the weird transition between like just spamming A, but like also, and at one point you need to start holding A just in like keep it held to the point where you're able to like make it to the next wall. A little weird. But no, runs like these are fine. The ones that like give me like heart palpitations or like treasure roll 182 like that. When I ran that, it's like I think I lost genuinely 2 years off my lifespan from running this. I need to stop. this can't be healthy. That's just like a 10-hour run of like really hard stars.
For every time you're at the end of Sukna's Dream Reds.
Yeah, right. Over here is a pretty fun star with a tough ending. Basically, if you kick in midair, you'll get like a slight boost. Like obviously you get like a little bit of height. It's more so like we're using it to like get more horizontal, like getting like make it further distances. But it can help with height as well, and the star's kind of based around that. If I can get this really tight arch wall kick, that'd be nice. I guess not. I guess we don't want to do that. So that's fine.
No, this wall kick is legitimately real.
Yeah, like, sometimes it feels like you just need to like get like a good like quarter frame to where you're able to clip out of it. It's interesting. But yeah, you're able to, the kick will allow you to get some extra height, so we are going to use it there. There we go. Nice. There we go. That's a really hard.
That's a hard jump.
That's a very hard jump. I've been getting more consistent at it lately throughout my attempts, but it is very easy to just short that kick. Like that is a very tight input. Kick over that quicksand. Alright, so those are the 3 hardest here. There's 2 more that we gotta get. Both it this way. Something I should mention as well is like with this like D-pad parallel camera thing, if you like press R twice, like go from Mario Cam to Lakitu Cam, you can like the camera kind of like follows your direction, right? Like it goes towards where Mario's going. But if you press L instead, then it kind of doesn't do that. So it's a little weird. It's kind of hard to explain, but
yeah, if you press L once, it basically remembers the last like angle your camera was at.
Yeah. When
you switch back to Mario Cam.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So basically, I'm pressing L on purpose there before I do that. So. I didn't show it while there because I died, but like basically I try to change the camera so I can see better at this section. So
the camera doesn't just snap right behind you.
Yeah, so like because if it did that, then it wouldn't be at a very optimal angle. But that's just like small things you gotta consider sometimes with camera management in this game. It's like okay, it's basically like having 2 modes. Yeah. So I don't know what intended is for the star. It's not bad because I died. So I didn't mean to. I pretty much just fat fingered A there.
Yeah. This star's a bit awkward.
Yeah, this one's a little weird. I had a couple bad deaths to it yesterday. Yeah, I like don't know what intended is for the star. It's just kind of like nice fat finger. Just fat finger inputs right now. Go into Mario Cam there. There, we're good. We're good. Let's try that again. I'll go for there just to be sure. Yeah, and you don't want to obviously hit these like either like the bottom of it, so you like bonk on these kind of rods, or if you hit the top of it, it's just quicksand, so you die. Another very junk inspired section. Junk. All right.
It really reminds me of the ending of a certain star you did.
Help. Right, there you go. Yeah, I don't think what I did there is intended, and I don't know what intended is. But that's how I've always done it, so I'm gonna do it like that.
It looks cool.
It does look. It looks pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure it's not how you're supposed to do it. All right, one more star here. Yeah, last speed star of the run that we're gonna do up here. Also over this way. I like that, like the walls that you actually have to wall kick on here are like marked and they're in like in a darker texture. Small stuff like that, you know, like that, and like also the transparent texture, so you can like see where you're wall kicking. There's little things like that that are just nice quality of life stuff throughout the game. Just it makes the game more fun to play. Yeah, so locked up down here. And then here's the speed star. 1, 2. That triple jump can eat your jump a lot, so. Nice.
Okay, nice.
Try. Cool. Alright, not bad.
That usually doesn't go smoothly like that.
Alright, so that was course 10. One more star here. Oh, one more star. One more level.
One more level.
Yeah. You know what I mean. Tomato, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hit by this amp here, because if you get hit by the amp, you just like down warp.
Yeah.
Then you just have to climb the overworld again. So yeah, Bowser 3 is right there, but we don't quite have the 80 stars we need, so we're gonna go into this level right here, Ad Infinium. This right here is the actual big junk reference.
Yeah.
This is like basically what that level looks like. So yeah, we got moving objects now, moving platforms.
Yep.
Stuff just keeps getting more and more more intense as you go on. That's cool to have little moving platforms. They can be a little buggy sometimes. Yesterday I had a run that could have gotten a sub 210, but I hit one in a weird way and I down warped into the quicksands. That was funny. The star here is normally a pretty intense wall kick sequence, but right there is like a strat to like skip most of it found by Groink pretty recently. If I die,
Like, how do you even figure out that wall kicking the other wall at that angle just works?
Yeah, a lot of it literally like you just need like a geometry like degree, like a math degree to like figure out like, hey,
right,
if I Mario wall kicks at this angle, then like he'll have this angle to go into this wall, and it's like I don't love this. Nah.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. I can show off intended, so it's fine. Yeah, I know Siri and work hard.
You have coins showing you where to walk it.
Yeah, that's nice and helpful there. So sometimes that like started like walking sections like these don't give you that kind of indicator. So it's kind of half the battle is just like figuring out how the jump works.
Yeah.
I'll try intended here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Yeah, it's around the same, but it's also just like you kind of need to just intuit that and figure it out. Those are some of my favorite jumps in Kaizo. Is just like when it's literally like a puzzle to figure out how the jump works.
I mean, it's cool because it's rewarding just to figure out and also to execute.
Yeah, for sure. There we go.
It's better timing.
That box is a little weird. Yeah. I should mention that like when people like play Kaizos casually, like the practice is kind of the name of the game. I know like a lot of Kaizo games like SMW and I Want to Be the Guy, like they don't really like do practice as much just because the levels are shorter and like it's more just like, oh, we know how to do the jump, we just kind of need to like sight read it, I guess. But yeah, that's just not a thing with Mario 64 Kaizo, in the sense that like a lot of Mario 64 Kaizo is based on endurance and just like longer stars. Sometimes that gets a little out of hand and you have like 2 hour long stars, you know, but like for the most part it's like you just need to like you need to like have the consistency.
Treasure World, we were talking about Treasure World Dream Edition.
Yeah.
You know, Final Tragedy Reds and Everlasting Encore.
Mm-hmm. The hardest stars in that game are over an hour and a half long, so and they're some of the hardest stars ever collected, which is, it's kind of ridiculous. Like it's just a marathon filled with super precise gameplay, more precise than this and longer than this. It's a spectacle to watch. For sure. It's not everyone's cup of tea, or the endurance, but
yeah, it is quite literally you can't do a single mistake in like 2 hours of gameplay. It's actually crazy,
ridiculous marathon. Shout out to all the people that have the patience to do that. I kind of do. Longest star I've done is like an hour 15, but
I'd actually like to shout out my my good friend RobTop X, not the guy who made Geometry Dash. But my good friend RobTop X, you know, I went to middle school with him, and I convinced him to play Mario 64 ROM hacks, and now he's way better than I ever could be.
And now he has some of the hardest stars, like the third or so hardest star. Like that is really funny. Yeah. Like it just like it showed like an IRL friend, like, hey, you should play these, and then they become like the top 5 guys of player. It's crazy. Alright, so last star here. We're trying to catch those 90-degree walls a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty tight quicksand ledge grab. You need to like get some momentum out of afterwards. Alright, dive, double jump. You have these spinning platforms. The fact that they spin doesn't actually really do much, just kind of... No, never mind, it kills you, that's what it does. I haven't died there in a while, that's interesting.
I honestly thought I thought you would have had more angle than you actually.
Yeah, me too. I was like, that's weird that I don't really have the angle that I think I do.
Right. I'd just like to mention, by the way, don't abbreviate the level by its initials.
Do not abbreviate ad infinitum. Bad idea. Not a good idea.
No. N-O.
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, don't abbreviate that. Bad idea.
That's a sneak one frame reference in there.
Alright, let's start giving me a run for my money, but it was a tough one. And it being the last, like, really hard star in the run is...
I mean, yeah.
It is an issue when you're on a good pace, for sure. But...
I mean, you know, again, with these runs, there's also the whole thing of, like, fatigue setting in.
For sure, yeah.
Towards the end.
Fatigue is one thing, and then another thing is, like, a mental block. Like, when you just are really, like... The only reason you can't get a star is because of your mental. It's just like, okay... Like, I've died, like, 3 times on this, and it just becomes, like, a negative feedback loop to where you just keep dying to it over and over. And then it doesn't help. You're, like, starting to get upset at it, you know? A lot of this is just, like, being able to, like, have patience and control and just, like... Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, that's what I meant by getting a good PSLG.
The downward spiral.
Downward spiral. Yeah, a lot of it's just like keeping composed, keeping calm. Like even if you get some time losses, like you just don't want it to spiral into something worse because it could end up being like, okay, that's fine. It's a minor time loss in this run too. Oh, instantly the run is just dead. So.
Have you considered getting that upside down star down there?
Yeah. Yes. I don't like that. Oh wait. Wait a second.
Yeah, bad cycle.
Wait for a better cycle. There we go. I'm actually not doing this one intended because you're like supposed to like hit that wall right there and then like go down that little path and then hit another wall. But
Yeah.
you could skip that. There we go. Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's go AI slop. Whenever this level goes badly, I just call it AI slop. There we go. TSLG here. Yeah, this is where I down warped yesterday. I just like tried long jumping into there, and then I don't like this. I don't like the amp.
Again, gotta be careful with the amp because if you get hit over quicksand, you also down warp and die.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't like that. Okay, we should be good. Nice. There we go. Phew.
Okay.
All right, cool. Got out of that. Got a little stuck there for a second, but we're good.
So now you gotta talk to your good buddy.
Sad we don't see Star 4. So Star 4 is a really cool star in there. Maybe I'll show it off at the end if I have a second. But yeah, so now here's, if we got the toad skip earlier, we wouldn't have had to jump down here. But since we unfortunately did not get it,
Yeah.
we have to go down and do it now.
Do an extra climb.
Yeah, which is
back
fine.
to Bowser 3.
In theory, you could save a minute, but it's like a really hard strat. Like I've only gotten it once in one run. Alright.
Which, you know, that's weird. We're doing Bowser 3, even though we we didn't do Bowser 2. We're going straight from 1 to 3.
Yeah, that's kind of a Dream Edition Designated Reminiscence reference to a couple other Kaizo hacks. It's basically like for like B3 is the end of the game, but it's in Overworld 2, so they didn't know what to do with B2, so they just put B2 in Overworld 3. So it's a little weird,
Yeah.
but it's a little, but you know it works out. Kind of confusing, but the end of the run is in Overworld 2, but it's Bowser 3.
I mean, also the parallel with also another similarity between Says Native Reminiscence and Transcending the Rainbow is if you get the Bowser 2 key, you get access to
Hardest
the
level.
biggest and hardest level
Yeah.
in the game.
I'll show off real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the final level in the game, final step. That's B3. It's not the final level in the game, but it's B3.
Yeah.
I don't like this level. It's not that good, but luckily you don't have to do that much of it.
Shoutouts to whoever knows the song.
Real ones. Yeah, honestly, the ending of this run is a little anticlimactic compared to like all the other crazy Kaizo stuff that we've done throughout. It is basically
it's just
you do this and then about to fight, but you know. The rest of the runs are cool enough, so it doesn't have to have this crazy cool ending like a lot of other Kaizo runs do. Okay, just need to make sure this is lined up to get this arch wall kick. Nice. That arches.
I mean, you know.
Especially since that little
Thankfully,
spike is there.
Thankfully, the Bowser fight itself is even easier than the level.
Big bad evil Bowser. No! All right, so for the first one, this is all quicksand, so you need Bowser to run to you, which is a 50-50 chance. If you're far away enough from Bowser, it's a 50-50 chance if he jumps or runs to you. So two jumps is already unlucky.
But we call this the
Oh my
NBA.
Bowser, the NBA does not want you. There we go. Damn, he's got jumps. Yeah, so that was quite unlucky getting 3 jumps, but whatever. But once you get the first one, you can start kind of diving into them and getting these throws like actually how you would in the original.
I also like how the middle of the arena is an asterisk.
Is that gonna hit? Oh, it does, fairly.
Oh, nice.
I didn't think I was hitting. All right, there we go. Time is going to be coming up on the Grand Star Grab.
Those better throws than your last run.
Right. Okay,
sure.
that's still sub 220. I think that is a good run. That is
Nice.
verifiably a good run. And time.
And top. GG.
Awesome.
Nicely done.
GG's.
GG.
All right, yeah. So that was Transcending the Rainbow 80 star. Really awesome Kaizo mod. I love this. I love this one. One of my favorites. But yeah, the extra content here. So if you beat Bowser, like there's no like end cake picture, like ending cutscene or anything. You just get the chance to talk to this guy right here. Opens up the cannon for you. Oh, I wonder what's in this cannon. It's not actually a cannon. You just go into it, and you are in Overworld 3.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, shout out to anyone who knows this music. Crosscode, great game. But yeah, so you get into Overworld 3. This is the part of the game. This is the hardest part of the game. And yeah, some stuff gets crazy. If you have some time, I can show some stuff off. Just a
Yeah, we've got
quick
some time. Go
showcase.
for it.
Awesome. I'm just gonna open the.
Probably want to switch to.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the practice mod that I have. Yeah, here we go. Shout out the practice mod. So shout out AgLab 2 for creating the practice tools of Mario 64 mods. But yeah. So yeah, we can warp over. I'll start with course 11.
Shout out to everyone who develops like practice tools. They're so useful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's kind of the modded version of Usamune.
Yeah. That's what the vanilla Mario 64 runners use. Yeah, so I'll show off a couple cool jumps in each of the Overworld 3 levels. But yeah, this is course 11, Ancient Night Flourish. I should mention all of the music in the Overworld 3 levels is Vocaloid. It's all Miku, or at least the main courses. So, oh my gosh, yeah,
Oh.
That's rare if you get the head bump there.
So yeah, this is where the levels really get Mamma Mia spicy picante, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I put it, actually.
They get quite difficult.
Yeah. I'm not gonna show off like a bunch of stuff. I'll show off like the coolest jump in each level. Is ideally. So yeah, Ancient Night Flourish. This one's one of my favorites. I'll save it here. So, yeah, shout out the practice tools there. Super useful. Alright, so gosh, that didn't work. Okay. So yeah, I'll just show it like this. Basically, you just hit that wall and then the slanted wall. And another 90-degree wall there. Again, I can't even do it with safe states left there, but you know. And there's just this jump right here, which is pretty fun. Boing. Slope right there. This might take a couple tries just because you bonk here pretty often. Oh my gosh, I've never killed the Goomba like
You
that.
also killed the Goombas like
Yeah,
that sometimes. Yeah.
Goomba bounce into slope, into this, into wall kicks. There we go. I think you can dive this. I'm going to QSLG. And yeah, that's how you get the star here. So yeah, it's course 11, really cool, nice Ancient Night Flourish, a nice vibe in this one. Desolate Dystopia, this is course 12. It's just a big city level. This one's kind of inspired by Integration Fragments. It's another Kaizo mod. It's inspired by course 10 in that game, just pretty iconic Kaizo level.
Yeah.
I'll show off Star 4, which is the one with the warp walls, which I kind of talked about a little bit in WinCap, but we never saw like actual real warp walls. So we don't want to get hit by this amp right here. It will down warp us.
So yeah, also the speed star in this level is like almost like easiest or second easiest in the game.
Yeah, for some reason it's like really easy. I've got a correction, it's not Miku. It's out of my area of expertise, and I'm not super well versed in Vocaloid. But yeah, regardless, so right here you do a double firsty wall into this, and this is a warp wall. So yeah, these warp walls right here, it's basically wall pushing you into another wall, pushing you into another wall, like all one-sided walls pushing you to each other. And if you do it like that, if you set them up correctly, it can kind of have that effect of like warping Mario into the next area. Yeah, that's gonna be tight. Yeah, there's a couple more of them over here. Let me float over. The wiki lies. Oh, I have been referencing the wiki to see like what the songs actually are. Not quite that, apparently. So not quite right. Shout out all the people that update the Super Mario 64 modding wiki. Yeah, so another warp wall here. Pick up here. Some pretty tight slope jumps with these cones. You want to get a nice angle from this. And wall kick up with these kind of offset walls. Yep. And then for the last jump, you need a triple jump, roll out on that, and get hit by the fire spitter. Alright, cool. That was course 12. Course 13, this is one of my favorites in the game. I love this one. I love the vibe, love the atmosphere. So this level is a very direct reference to Mario Treasure World as well. Course 13 in that game, one of the most
Bramble Castle.
one of the most iconic kinds of levels. But yeah, this is a Cursed Rose. Similar kind of Bramble Blasts, like Donkey Kong Country 2, I think it is. That's kind of the vibe it's going for, but now it's more rosy kind of vibe. So yeah, this lava here is like thorns. It's supposed to be like rose thorns, basically.
Well, as long as it's not a ring.
Oh yeah, but
I lost kind of the Deltarune references on.
I was gonna say, was that Deltarune reference? I didn't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, tough wall kicks here. I'm gonna skip this part for now. I'm gonna skip the most interesting part, which is over down here. The fun little gimmick.
Yeah, this part.
Yeah. What's the angle here? I always forget what the angle is. I think it's this. Let me get a safe state just in case. I love this song. This is another Miku. This one's called Romeo and Cinderella, I believe. Very, very nice song. One of my favorites.
But I thought it was Romeo and Juliet.
Oh no. I didn't make the song. Alright, so you do that, and then it's kind of this like wall kick sequence right here into these two 90-degree walls, which you dive in here. Nice. And then another cool thing.
Really hard section, but really cool.
Cool thing about the 90-degree walls is you can approach it from the top and still wall kick them.
Yeah.
So this right here is you're basically wall kicking on the top of these 90-degree walls. Yeah, this is one of my favorite normal stars.
This is awesome.
It's a really cool gimmick, but it can get like a little. You need to be really careful with it as to not like get collisioned. That's not gonna make it, but yeah, like if you get more height on it, then you're able to make it like that, and then you just like walk it back here. It's a very fun gimmick. I like that a lot.
And then you end it off with two lava bounces.
Two lava bounces to the star.
And yeah, also that platform is quicksand, so you want to get the star.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get the star the first try. So, of course, 13. Two more main levels that I want to show real quick. 14, Land of Fiction.
14.
Yeah, I love this one. This one is like, it's the happiest Kaizo level ever for being so late into a Kaizo hack. Like this like level is like comically happy. Comically upbeat and just fun.
When I play this level, I feel like the dog with a lollipop.
Yeah, right? I got float over to, I'll do this star. Yeah, the star is pretty fun. This one's one of my favorite levels as well. It's just a really, really fun vibe. Great gameplay, great aesthetics. Just kind of a little not papercraft, but you know, it's kind of like a just a cute. I do get strong Paper Mario Sticker Star vibes from I do too, yeah.
The look of this level.
Kind of Paper Mario, right? Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna try this. This is a quite tough section. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ugh, no. That's hard right there. Yeah, it's basically like a really weird, tough wall kick sequence. A little confusing too. It's quite learny. I think I'm not getting quite the angle I want. Straight angle. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Alright, two more.
Andrew, do you know about the cheese for this section?
I don't. There's cheese. Oh.
It's like on that first green platform.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you like go up like the trees here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You could skip this star? Aw. That star's so cool though. Yeah, I can't even do it with safe states.
Yeah.
It's so hard, but
yeah.
But yeah, it was a tight section. Course 15, another one of my favorite levels, and hardest or second hardest in the game. It's up there. It's kind of a toss up between this and the real penultimate level, but
I would say second hardest, but also I got very lucky, I think.
Yeah. Shout out Rolling Girl, the song. The great song. Which star am I going towards? Let's see, Shell Star. Let's see that one. I haven't done shell movement in a while, in a couple levels. So yeah, I'll show off this one.
Again, I'd like to just compliment this hype for like, you know, it's one of those mods where it's like, as it got harder, I didn't feel more frustrated. It actually felt better to play.
That is a very hard balance.
The more difficult it got.
Usually the defaults are just like, oh, it's getting harder, it's getting more like unfair, more just like less fun as it goes along. But no, it's literally like the hardest levels in this game are the most fun.
Yeah, that's hard to do. That's actually really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout outs to Sirium.
It is really hard to just master the fundamentals of Kaizo design like this. Is truly a testament to his skills in level design. Yeah, there's a funny little start here where you have to go through this little tunnel without breaking the shell. Can't even see Mario, just see particles.
You just want to make sure that Mario isn't facing the wall too much, because otherwise you'll just bonk and fall into the quicksand.
Exactly. Alright.
And also gotta be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful here. I always like forget that that's there, I'm gonna be honest. That's a nice troll. Yeah, okay. Nice shell star. Alright. Yeah, 2 more levels on the show real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, Bowser 2 and then the,
Bowser 2
final
and
one.
the big one. Alright, yeah, Bowser 2, Ash and Misery. Beating this level gives you access to the last level in the game. This is probably my least favorite in this overworld, and one of my least favorites in the game, unfortunately. Just because I don't know why I feel like red coins should be fun here, and they're just not. Like, yeah, it's like I'm playing it, I'm like, this is well designed. It should be fun. Why isn't it? You know, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's just intangible. Just like, oh, I am not having a good time with this. Yeah, and it's nothing to do with the level design, and that's fine.
It's just the level gives me a bad vibe.
Shout out the Hollow Knight music as well. This star, this is one I really want to show off because it is a very fun one. So you got this little bomb buddy here, which is actually a box that's just retextured into a bomb. We need to take this bomb home. We need to take it to its spot. So this might take a couple tries, but yeah, basically you're doing a bunch of movement with this guy right here without it breaking, and obviously without falling to the quicksand. So
obviously you can't ground pound because otherwise you would drop the bomb.
Yeah, there you go. Got another like warp core there. This is a fun little thing here. So you drop the bomb. You gotta do some wall kicks here. 3, 4, 5. 7. Oh my gosh, this might take.
Oh, you said it.
This might take a couple tries just because wall kicks here are quite weird.
Yeah, you can also just skip most of those walls.
Yeah. So you do that, and you have to like come over here and like push this box like fast enough to where this doesn't hit the box and break. Basically, it's interesting. The funny little like, oh, I gotta hurry up. I gotta go get the box. I gotta push it fast.
This next part is probably the weirdest for me. I never got this 100% consistent.
Yeah, this part is interesting. Apparently you can just do it like this. But yeah, basically, like, there's 2 different strats here. You can either like drop the bomb there, or you can like immediately get on the slope. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna kick for some reason, which like obviously you can't do while holding this guy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that part's interesting. And then finish it off. You got this over here. Yeah, you gotta be a little careful here. This part is nice.
Yeah.
And then finally you can throw this at the box, and that breaks the box that has the star in it. And you can't break that box like on its own just because you'll downwarp to the quicksand. So you need to bring the bomb there. It's really fun. It's such a silly star. I like it a lot. But yeah. So that was B2. Last level is the last one. This one, the ultimate level in this game, hardest, is called Sirium's Delirium, which rhymes. So, but yeah, this is the hardest level in the game. Shout out the WAV import. Basically, like with music in Mario 64, you need to usually port it. Like just like you have to find a MIDI and like translate it into the Mario 64 sound font. But there's like some new technology where you can just import straight audio files into the game, but you can only do like 5 of them, otherwise it takes up too much space on the game. So
yeah.
But yeah, it had to be done. I always love when the hardest, like the ultimate level in the game, like does it, because it's just like it makes it just feel more epic. But yeah, if you guys were talking about crosscode earlier, this level is basically entirely inspired by crosscode. And yeah, it is a really, really fun level. One of the best levels of this difficulty, in my opinion.
Red coins here is the hardest star I have gotten in any Mario 64 mod.
Yeah. A lot of people share that sentiment. It is like the rite of passage.
But it was really fun though. Like it was actually a really fun.
It's such a fun one.
Fun grind.
How long was your grind for it? I think mine was like 10 or so hours.
I think it took 10 accounting practice. Yeah.
Yeah, so not like insane hours. Like they're grinds that take hundreds, but you know, it's like it's still a really hard one. You know? Yeah, I got to be sure to not grab that quicksand there.
Yeah, this is, I think, probably one of my favorite Kaizo levels, just in terms of presentation.
Yeah.
Like it is so good.
It's super cool.
You are really in the zone when you play this.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're always locked in, and the music really helps a lot with that. It creates a really cool atmosphere.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show off the star right here, but yeah, I recommend checking out this level and checking out full red coins clear because it was a lot of fun. People were asking me to do one reds attempt. I cannot right now. I've gotten the star. I've gotten reds here 3 times, I think. Once, like in my 2 playthroughs, and also for co-op practice, but for like co-op event. But yeah, it's like it's not one I can just pull out of the hat, you know. Like
yeah,
it's one that you need a lot of practice preparation for. And the section right here. Just grab the star.
I remember, I think Dolfino doing a really hard, like, glitchy walking strat for this star.
Yeah, he did. I don't know why he did that. Yeah. All right. So I think that was most of the levels I want to show. I want
Key 2, maybe.
I could do Key 2. I want to show that 1 star in Ad Infinitum that I wasn't able to show because that one's really cool.
No, yeah.
Let me just like get to the section.
While you're making your way over there, you can start doing shoutouts and such if you have any.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shoutouts to, of course, shoutouts to Sirium for creating this mod. It's one of my favorites. Again, like I've sang its praises all day, but yeah, it is a banger. It is so fun. And shoutouts to the whole Mario 64 modding community. Everyone's so cool. Like whether it's like decomp mods with like super cool like custom mechanics, or just like stuff like this, where it's just testing your skills with just the regular moveset. You know, it's all real cool stuff that the community has been doing for many years. So shouts to everyone there. What else? Yeah, shouts to King Toad for joining me today.
That's me.
That's you. Thanks so much for coming along. It was a blast. I should also I guess I can explain this. Like, this is like the like some of these are fake walls and some of them are real walls. So it's literally just like memory.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is a fun one. I'll just like try it out a couple times while giving shoutouts. But yeah, shouts to King Toad. Shouts to Solega and Groink for finding like fellow runners of this game, as well as Coney Chan as well, who's also going to be running this soon. But yeah, for finding strats and just being super helpful, you know, being good competition. Been a lot of fun running this and routing it with them. What else? Yeah, if you're interested in these mods more, go to romhacking.com or sm64romhacks.com and join the Discords. There's a super cool community there. Super cool community people. Great lads there. I think I'm supposed to quicksand ledge grab this. Yeah, okay. That's what you're supposed to do. I was like, I'm forgetting. I was like, I'm forgetting how to do this. This is confusing.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard because you can only wall kick on the transparent walls here.
It's a little hard to memorize. Yep, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to the whole community, of course. Yeah, go to romhack.com, sm64romhacks.com, join the Discords. There's much more beginner friendly mods to try out. Like, I promise you, this is not everything we have to offer. But yeah.
I mean, in fact, we have a mega pack to recommend.
True.
More casual mod experiences. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get started, we'll just play some of the best ones out there.
Yeah, and one last thing also, where if you want to see more speedruns of these Mario 64 mods, we're having our own community marathon in 2 or 3 weeks, August 28th through 31st at twitch.tv/sm64romx. That one's going to be a lot of fun. A bunch of runners from around the community showing off Kaizo, non-Kaizo, decomp, non-decomp, but from all facets really. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a blast to have those marathons. So. Yeah, huge shout out to that. right, I think that's all the shoutouts I have. Thanks for having us, Helix, and thank you to GDQ for having us in Parallel Universe. It was so much fun. So, absolute blast to show this off. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you both for being here. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a very quick shout out to Fangame Marathon. I found you and this run from Fangame Marathon. I don't think that's how I originally found you, but that's at least how I found this run. Like, I saw you were doing it for that, and I thought it would make a great fit for the show.
Love
and I was
Fangame
correct.
Marathon. The lads over there, the super cool people. Be sure to check out Fangame Marathon and all the people that run it, especially Wolsk and
Yes.
Cosmoing, all those people.
I've had Wolsk and Cosmoming, I believe, on this show before too. So,
guys.
yeah, great people. They do great work over there. So just another good place to celebrate fan games and mods and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
Just like Parallel Universe. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out, for watching. That's gonna do it for us on Hotfix here tonight. If you missed Parallel Universe, if you missed any of this awesome mod, or if you missed all the things before this, we will replay both shows right after I'm done talking here. And of course, they are all available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/gamesdonequick as well. It's uploaded.
I actually forgot, before you end, there's like one more thing I have to show. It should take 2 seconds, I apologize. But...
It's fine, we're in no hurry.
Okay. I don't know if you already like switched scenes, I just remembered it. It is not something, I think if I show it, it will get the VOD DMCA'd. So I don't think I'll enter the I'll enter the level directly. Unless you,
I mean, you can
unless you mute it, yeah. If you want to just like mute the VOD, like feel free. But I will enter it.
We're gonna mute the game. So that...
Yeah, I just know like I did this at Fangame Marathon and that one got DMCA'd, so But it is deeply important that I show this. So at the end of the game, there's this little room right here of just like a bunch of Ethereum's friends, a bunch of cool people in the community, like, you know, just like a little celebration area of just like amazing people, a lot of good lads. I'm not going to explain it.
I saw the SpongeBob device.
The SpongeBob.
Oh, hey, who are these people?
Who are these idiots? Why do I have a propeller hat and a lollipop? Anyway,
I was gonna say, I enjoy the propeller hat.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a cute little area. But if you go over here, you see, oh, is that Tito from Tito?
It is.
So if you go into here, you get this little level here. So this is super Tito. Yeah, this is super Tito. This is basically a little extra level that Serum added to just be the worst. Just to be terrible. Just to not necessarily be playable or anything.
That's disgusting.
It's
positive.
It's, for the lack of a better word, Kaizo slop. It's the worst.
Right.
Yeah, like some people beat this with save states, and it's just like, yeah. They tried beating it with save states.
There's a Monkey Ball Kaizo level. I don't know if it's quite Kaizo, that was made as a joke called LeBron James 21, and it's basically this.
I love that. That's
awesome.
Incredible.
I don't know why it was called that, but it's basically this.
No, yeah, I mean, it doesn't even give you a star. It's literally just a sign that says you are a Super Tito, but the level's just impossible. No one's beaten this, and if they do, they will be mildly upset the entire time they try. So...
That is to say,
if somebody beats this, we reserve the right to ban them because that is not healthy.
Yeah, no, why are you doing that? Stop it.
That is to say, modders are no stranger to joke levels.
What even is the platforming here? I don't even know like what this is supposed to be. Like this is how big the platforms are.
But yes, that's going to do it for us here on Hotfix. I guess this is how we're ending things.
I'm sure you could see why I said this would DMCA the mod, so I would recommend muting this. I think it's a good idea.
Thank you all for hanging out. Like I was saying, if you missed this or do all the things before this, you will be able to catch the replay right after I'm done here. As for our next live content, you can tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern and Sunday as well for a 2-day indie horror speedrun.